getting into the game. We're going to tab over to the screen. I'm going to turn some music on for you guys, and we are going to pick up right where we left off. The party has arrived in Hundlestone, a city stopover between... Where's my party theme? There it is. A city stopover between the north of the Sword Coast writ large and the Icewind Dale. They found that many people are fleeing the Dale for reasons that can be assumed but are not fully understood as of yet. And they're all huddled around Hundlestone with nowhere to go. They're packed in really tightly along the streets and in tents around the I can't even call it a city, the large town. And the party was invited into the township proper only after the guards, such as they were able to determine that they're useful. The the party split off, with Kilio and Lash waiting outside, Breaking Dawn heading to the general store, Firga heading to the mayor's office, effectively, and Irithir and Runyak heading over to the smithy, where Runyak challenged the smiths to make a new shield for Breaking Dawn and put up 1,000 gold as payment and collateral.
Irithir did that.
What?
Irithir did that.
Did I not say that?
You said Runyak.
I meant to say Irithir, thank you. At the same time, Dawn went to the general store and met the proprietor, Mikhail Torben, who had his mother saved by a Hallowstone tour back in the day, and as such, he promised to spread the word that a Hallowstone was here, and that a line of credit would be extended to the party in Torben's neighborhood, and Dawn himself's money was no good in Torben's shop. Firga explained to the mayor that the bridge along the northern means was out, which put Hundlestone in an even more difficult position than it was before, and was urged to deal with whatever's going on in the Icewind Dale as soon as possible, and likewise to head to the town of Goodmead first and foremost. And that's more or less where we faded out. So, our heroes are resting in Hundlestone, doing some shopping. Meanwhile, Kilio Wolfwalker and War Chief Lash are outside the town amongst the betented refugees, making camp. If possible, could you refresh the music? Sure. I was actually fixing to switch it up anyway. Can you not hear it at all, Nightfall? Can you hear that?
No. It's not playing anything. I'll refresh again.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do it 2 or 3 times before you hear it again.
Yep.
Yeah, right. They're among the tent towners, if you will.
Yes, they're among the tent towners, if you will. While the rest of the party is inside, it's been a good few minutes, probably approaching an hour at this point, Lash and Kilio. What are you guys doing out here with your supplies and your wolves? Remember that Runyak, Irithir, Firga, and Dawn left most of their stuff out with you guys.
Yeah, I think Kilio has gone through her haversack, emptied most of her supplies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Going through it. I have a question, Kit. We never discussed it, but we went traveling. Did we have cooking supplies?
Does anybody have a mess kit in their inventory?
Yeah, I think we all start with a mess kit as just basic trappings.
Then, yeah, certainly, Kilio.
Yeah, okay. Kilio's set up a fire, with what she could find, loose wood and stuff like that.
Okay.
And she
There's
has
not
a
going to be a lot
pot.
of loose wood around here. It's at a premium with all these people.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's not good enough for fancy shit, it's gonna get used in a lean-to.
Or a warmth fire, more to the point.
I want to start a fire because I want Kilio to have a chance at making Harama's broth, because like after a couple days it goes bad.
Would it be
Like-
possible to bum off like an existing fire?
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
You know, like get some stone soup going, and then let everyone have some, and then you add the broth in or the blood in, since they won't eat that.
You're gonna have to simmer the blood for a while, so that's not unfortunately not gonna work.
Yeah.
But Kilio's resourceful. I think Kilio can get a fire going. Not a big deal.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try my hand at making this. We've already discussed what will be the outcome of this.
Yes, but go ahead and make a. I'm assuming you don't already have cooking supplies as a tool proficiency.
No, I don't have it put in, but I can.
Yeah, you should, because of what your armor does.
Super
Yes?
quick thing.
Ow. Yeah.
Dawn would have left the tent with Kilio and Lash.
Right. It's not put up,
don't
but
think-
yeah, they have it.
Yeah. Kilio probably has her own tent put up, which is a Goliath-sized tent, which is pretty big.
It's not as big as Dawn's.
Not
Yeah.
nearly as big as a
There-
6
there's-
or 10.
There is flatly probably not enough room for the Goliath-sized tent.
Yeah.
You are like,
But-
listen, you like. Have you ever been to like an
Oh.
outdoor festival where people bring tents?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like there are avenues to walk, and then it's just tents pushed up against each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Then
your
would we
wolves are
have
having
this-
trouble moving around, to put it bluntly.
There's all sorts of shelters where they weren't intended.
Yes.
How dare you?
Would it be possible to make our little thing a little, like, towards the outskirts of it?
Certainly, but then you would be out of sight of you'd be out of sight of Hundrestone if you did that.
Oh, yeah, blinding
Dude,
snow.
don't misunderstand. Like, as big as Hundrestone is, which is like realistically probably like 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Would I have been able to make the fire from that point? 'Cause I
Yeah,
would need the space.
probably, but you would be around other people. But yeah, you could probably light a fire. If for no other reason than the people around you would be grateful for the warmth.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, no, like if you want to move out to the outskirts of the tentness, that's fine. But what I was gonna say was there's probably as many people in the tent section as there is in the town.
That is fair. Okay. Just like make a fire.
Yeah.
Like allow others. Like make a section for all of our stuff. Like keep
Yeah,
that over there.
like-
keep a close eye on
You
it.
make a fire pretty easily because you're a freaking survivalist. Like, not difficult for you. And like some people who have been struggling with a fire, like come over with like tinder twigs, and it's like, do you mind if we? Well, probably like 10 people probably come over and just like
Yeah.
like stick a little tinder twig into the fire and like light it and go back to their stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, it's no problem. So
What's your passive perception?
my passive perception is actually pretty high at 17.
That's what I thought. So over the course of you, like, organizing your stuff and getting it out, getting the fire going, and, like, getting ready to make food for the party, you've noticed the same group of kids has passed where you're working, like, 4 times. And always in the same direction. Like, it's not like the kids are running around back and forth. It's this group of kids passes you, like, from right to left, and they're just, like, walking and talking. And then it's the same group of kids, but they're, like, kicking a ball from right to left. And it's another time, it's like one of them's pushing a wheelbarrow, and the others are, like, carrying sacks from right to left. And it's always the same kids.
Huh.
Like, are they paying attention to us at all, or are they just kind of among themselves?
All I'm saying is Keelia notices that it's the same group.
My
Do we-
passive perception is a 16, so is that of any help?
It is, but you get the same information.
Did they
Fair.
ever go the other way, or are they going in like a big circle?
They're always passing from right to left.
Okay. So the wolves are pretty tall. However, the children are pretty short. If I was on the wolf back, it would not help me eye them as they go around.
The wolves are also probably like laying down because it's really not a lot of space for them.
Yeah, you're right. They're probably laying down like next to the stuff
Yeah.
that we piled down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, don't misunderstand me. You guys are given space, but
Yeah,
it's
we're
like,
given space, but like,
it's like a booth at
it's-
a convention hall. There's people everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's space, but there's no room.
exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like they're causing a problem or have a problem at the moment. It seems like they're just doing.
You wouldn't have even thought anything of it, except that it's the same kids.
Yeah.
What
I think that like,
Good.
huh? What were you saying?
I didn't. I said go ahead.
Oh, I think the next time they pass around, what are they doing the next time they pass around?
The next time they pass by, they've probably got like fishing equipment. So one of them has like a bucket, and two more are carrying like a net between them, and one of the other ones has like a pole.
Okay.
And they just pass in front of you from right to left.
Swear to God, these kids are getting ready to steal the food as soon as it's done.
I think I'm gonna get it ready to start simmering.
Okay. So you want to focus on cooking then? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm gonna focus on cooking, get it
Okay.
started, and
Make
then while
that-
it's simmering,
Make that cooking check with your wisdom.
wisdom. Okay.
Meanwhile, Lash, what are you doing while Keelio is cooking? Make sure you're rolling as your characters, by the way.
I refreshed, so I did that.
Lash is just keeping an eye out on everyone and everything as best she can. Just like keep like occasional look to Keelio, occasional look to their stuff.
There's no
What's
wall.
those-
There's no wall to put your back to. You're looking in every direction. You're like turning in a circle.
Not exactly. She's more facing like towards Hundle for the most part, though
Okay.
she will occasionally like check over their backs to make sure that nothing's coming up.
So you have a passive perception of 16. Keelio has a passive perception of 17, but is distracted. Okay. Completely separate from the kids.
Yeah.
Lash, your nose betrays you. Over the smell of just like people, right? People gathered together have a smell.
Yeah.
And
Humans gathered together probably have a very
Yes.
particular spell.
over that smell and the smell of Keelio cooking, which is, by the way, like awful. OFFAL. Like Keelio was not making choice cuts over here. Keelio was working with like
What she's got.
like offcuts. Yeah, exactly.
What I'm making is not intended for prime meat.
a very specific smell reaches you, Lash. And it is not one you expected to smell here. You smell an orc.
Like, Lash is probably looking around, it catches her, she looks in that direction. Where is that towards?
You look in there. You look in that direction. It's away from Hundlestone. It's like, basically, I imagine you guys are relatively near the gate that the others passed through, like along the main drag. So directly in front of you would be the road that you were on. You could be on one of the sides. It doesn't really matter which one. And Lash, you smell this orc in the same column that you're in, but away from Hundlestone. So you like look away from the gate, and yeah, almost immediately you see a cloaked figure, like all up and down in furs, face covered with a scarf, hood up, a deep forest green hood, just like standing in between a couple of tents, basically doing the same thing you're doing.
Lash is going to look at them. Because Lash recognizes what those cloaks mean, right?
Mhm. Oh, absolutely. And the figure is looking at you.
Keelio,
Mm,
I'll be right back.
where are you
Keep an eye.
going?
And I think she, like, kind of takes a look around. Is anyone really paying attention to us?
No.
Other than obvious?
Like, yes, some people are looking at the giant puppies, but nobody is giving a halfling who is cooking the time of day. And you look like a knight, like you're completely covered, you look like a knight.
Yeah.
So, like, no more than, like, you guys came in with Breaking Dawn. Other than that, not really, no.
Lash will get as close to Keelio and as quiet as possible, making it look like she's checking out what Keelio's cooking. Deep shade.
Grip on whatever cooking utensil she has kind of tightens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go check it out.
No, you aren't. Not in this crowd.
It'll be fine. They're bastards, but they're an unbroken high house.
You have no idea if that one's broken, do you?
If they're
Individual-
broken, I'll do what I do to all broken orcs. Hand on whip.
Fight them in the middle of this crowd? Are you sure?
I'll take them out of this crowd. Deep Shade isn't the one to show off. It's why they're called the Deep Shade.
Like, point of order, he let you see him. Like,
If that Deep Shade didn't want to be seen, I wouldn't have seen them by now.
like he was standing downwind of you. Like, that was on purpose.
It was an intentional thing. They want to talk. If they recognize me or not is one thing. But the fact that they let me see them is another.
Alright.
I'll be back. Keep an eye on things.
10 minutes.
Nods.
If you aren't back in 10 minutes, I'm coming to find you.
Nods. Noted. Gets up, grabs stuff, starts walking towards the Deep Shade.
It's not far. Like, he's just, like, maybe 5 kents down.
Yeah.
And you get close, and he, like, the hood and scarf, like, turn to you. You see that the way that he's got it, the way that he's wrapped up, like, you can't tell he's an orc.
Yeah,
And
it's
he, like,
intentional.
Yeah, but, like, turns his, like, becloaked face to you, like, makes a point from his stance, like, I see you, and then just, like, steps back a few paces, like, further between the tents.
Lash will follow.
Yeah, you step into, like, the alleyway, for want of a better word, and he, like, pulls his mask down. And yeah, he's got, like, gray-brown skin, more brown than yours. He's got, like, 2, like, pointy tusks that go up. He's definitely a full orc in terms of, like, what is this creature, but he's definitely got some, like, something else in him. Like, he's not a half-orc, but there's half-orc somewhere in his bloodline.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He's like lither than some orcs are. He's not as stocky. He's built for being a rogue more so than being a barbarian. It's a male orc. He's got, from what you can see, he's got like brownish purple hair. He doesn't have a lot of it. You can only see it like in his fringe. And it seems to be like cut close, but he's making a point to keep himself hidden. And he does a very, like, specific orc thing. You see it more in Deep Shade than others, which is, like, when an orc is at rest, they tend to, like, squat on their ankles. Right?
Yeah, I imagine Lash does it too, but Deep Shade especially does it.
Right.
Because it's them keeping low to the ground and ready to take off.
Exactly, but it's also like, I'm not a threat. I'm down on the ground. I'm not going for a weapon. You could push me over with one hand.
Yeah.
So he just, like, drops down, and you see him, like, run a hand through the snow. He doesn't look up at you at first, and he just goes, I know that banner, War Chief.
Aye.
Heard you did good with the moot.
Did as I'm supposed to. Now, why are you here?
Should be obvious. Look around. Bunch of Yumis come down from the dale. Makes hunting that much harder in this territory. They're all packed in like fish in a can. Never a guard between them. Good hunting.
He probably can't see her face that well. Actually, he probably could even through the helmet, and it's like that look of "don't fucking start shit."
This is our territory, and I know enough to know that the Deep Shade and the Dark Driver don't see eye to eye. I respect that. But we've been at war with these Yumis since I've been alive. But that's not why I'm here.
Then why are you here?
There's a storm coming from 2 directions.
Nods like she's listening. Like she's also in the I'm not a threat position. She's listening.
First, introductions. Fair's fair.
Nods.
You're War Chief Lash, I know who you are. I'm Wroth, of the House Snowstrider of the High House Deep Shade. I'm unbroken, same as you.
Nods.
Aye. My house, my kin. Easy pickings here. Raise it, take what we need. I'm not asking for your approval.
I'm aware of that.
But we're not going to get here in time.
Kind of that, or like that kind of noise of, huh?
Well, they call this place 100 Stone. It's got about a day, if that,
Hundlestone.
before it's a smoking ruin. Grumsh is coming.
Oh, shit.
Stands up. Fuck. Figures.
Telling you this
I'm sorry, what?
because you need to get out of here. I can get you somewhere safe.
It's Dark Driver's job to drive back the dark.
Last
Where
I
are they
heard,
coming
Dark
from?
Driver got eaten by a dragon. And you're
If
a
not
long way
Dark
from
Driver.
home, War Chief.
And if not Dark Driver, then the champions of the North.
Against a raiding party.
There are more impossible odds.
I've seen what's coming.
And it's kind of like that, and that is, look.
About 100 axes, give or take.
Nods.
I'm not here as your ally, but I'm not here as your enemy either. Get out while you can. Let Grumsh have his fun. From the ruins, Deep Shade, and have some profit for us all.
Shakes head. The job of this high house is to drive back the dark. To the last man, I will.
I say again, War Chief, you're a long way from home. Doesn't work that way up here. Out here, it's about survival. Fighting another day. Think of me what you will. I've delivered my message. Like, pulls a scarf up.
Nods.
You got less than a day before Grumsh is down on your head. I recommend you pack up and get moving. We'll give you passage out. You, whoever you want to take, but not everyone. It's a good offer. Think it over.
And where are you set up right now?
Close enough. Not close enough to do anything, but close enough.
Nods. Noted.
Like-
but it's not like the kind of noted of, I'm going to consider this more than a couple minutes.
Yeah, right? Like, thumps his chest. War chief.
Thunks chest back. Roth.
Turns and... yup. Turns and just goes around the tent and vanishes.
As fucking Deep Shade is one to do.
Yup.
Palm to her head. Fucking Deep Shade. And she's going back to Keelio.
Okay.
I would like to offer the line, then it's a fair fight.
You alright?
That's probably what's going through her head.
Like 100 axes, then it's a fair fight.
Yeah, but she's still going to run it by the other champions like, hey, bullshit's heading this way.
Remembering the fact that Irithyr literally has the power to call lightning itself. Helio has those dogs that can apparently rip apart giants.
Lash and Dawn tanked an explosion, so a few axes probably aren't going to be a concern.
Yeah.
And I have the breath of an adult white dragon.
Yeah, and Cookie and Runyak has the power to piss off dragons.
Yeah. Oof.
And what do you have, human? I have the power to piss off a dragon before I even say hello.
Oh,
That
So guys-
doesn't sound useful. It is not.
So, Keelio.
It is if you're trying to call it down on your enemies.
Go ahead, Vader.
And we have
Okay.
Firga.
Like, I hate to be devil's advocate here, but also, like, if they're gonna reduce this town to rubble, we're not talking about a few axes.
I mean, in fairness, these guys are packed in so tightly that, like, a well-placed fire, everybody's dead. Like,
yeah.
you guys are having trouble moving around inside the town, much less out here. Like, if they come with, like, 100 axes, if they come with 100 bows with fire arrows, this, like, they don't have to do any work. Like, the town will just take care of itself. Like,
Yeah.
just saying. So Keelio,
hmm
while Lash is
How long does
gone...
it take?
What were you
Okay.
gonna say?
How long does that thing with Lash take? Probably not more than like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
Okay.
The gaggle of younglings runs by again, kicking a ball.
You three. Are
Is-
you lost by any chance?
They stop. Can you make an insight check for me, Keelio?
Gladly. I was gonna ask if I could. I did another refresh. Let me make sure I'm rolling as Helio. Insight.
Yeah. Okay. When you say, "Hey, you three," and they stop and look at you, you realize immediately, oh, these aren't children. They're halflings dressed as children.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I figured something was up.
Oh, hi, Artie.
That just sounds like thief shit.
The moment I heard them carrying like fishing tackles and stuff like that, children aren't going to be carrying that, as well as sacks. Well,
No, we're not lost.
then what are you doing? Carrying sacks and fishing tackle to God knows where?
Just around the block, really. They're like walking closer at this point.
Shouldn't children have let their parents handle that in such a crowded area?
like walk up to you, all three of them fold their arms, like, come on now. Can I ask you the same question? Like, gestures with one hand at the giant wolves. Got some blueberry on your face.
Not blueberry.
You're like us.
I don't think so.
No, you are. One second.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm back. What?
Helio hasn't met other halflings, but
No.
she knows of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been told.
Yeah, you've been told, but you've never seen one.
I don't come from a home similar to you all.
I didn't say you did, I said you're like us.
In shape, maybe.
Alright.
It's about it.
Gestures at the stew pot.
Would you like a taste?
If you're offering.
She kind of smirks. Holds out the spoon.
Like, takes it from you, sips it, makes a face, holds the spoon back out. Bitter. I'm Peregrine. That's Andy and Sam.
What'd they say?
He said, I'm the one in the middle said, I'm Peregrine. That's Andy and Sam.
Kilio Wolfwalker.
And looks you up and down. Why are you dressed like that?
It's cold. I have to be. Why aren't you dressed in winter's clothing?
They look down at each other. Like, they are. They're like, when I said they're dressed like children, think like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Like the big overcoat and the white scarf and the like cloth hat.
Yeah.
It's warm enough.
Like they are, but it's not.
It's not what you're wearing,
Kilio's-
yeah.
It's not Kilio standard.
Where are you from?
What was? Is the map still up?
No. Currently it's the
Yeah.
it's the
I'm
slash screen.
trying to remember.
Clan Roche is from like super east.
Yeah, it's like there was a valley in between some mountains. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
And we said that was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think she like names that valley particularly. If they're
Not heard of a
Pretty
burg
much,
around there.
a what?
Burg, you know. Town.
She shakes her head. We travel our entire territory.
Squints at you. We?
My clan.
I mean your family.
Yes.
So there's a whole gaggle of wolfwalkers up in the valley.
Not my size per se, but yes.
What, you traveling with a bunch of giants?
I think she chuckles. I?
What do you mean I?
I was raised by Clan Roche, one of the Goliath clans.
Well, that's all well and good, but you need a proper burg.
Oh boy, this is
don't.
Musharib all over again.
A little bit.
A little bit. I don't understand.
You found your kin. Like gestures at himself and the other two.
Sure, if you've earned it.
What? About this point,
You
Lash
haven't-
walks back up.
You haven't earned a place among my kin yet. I can't say one way or the other.
Like, again, like, narrows his eyes at you, like, what? Like, no, I
Now
mean,
that she's by the roaring fire, I think she's gonna like take the time and take off her armor a bit.
yeah. Peregrine is like, no, I mean, you don't have to summit out in the wilds anymore.
I
Sid,
What's up, Gansy?
it's just like, who said?
Yeah, right?
why?
Because it's awful?
She like looks at her wolves and then back at the fire in front of her. I don't think we're gonna see eye to eye on a lot of things.
So you don't want a place to live?
I have a place to live among my clan. With my wolves, with my family.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, with us, you can find your family. They're probably worried about you.
I have my family.
I think
Here's a-
Oreth, like, stands up at this point.
Here's a dumb question. Does Lash come from in front of them or behind?
Probably the side, like, you walk back up to Kelio.
Yeah, like walks back up to Kilio. What's going on here?
Killian nods her when she walks up. Just a couple other travelers.
No, we're native. We live
Looks like
here.
Oh. My apologies.
Got a whole community here in Hundlestone. We can help you find your kin.
I have my kin.
What you have is a bump on your head, apparently.
What?
Strutting around like you're some Goliath? You're same as us. Your mom and pa are probably worried about you.
I
She
am
is a Goliath.
Goliath. I think she like rolls up one of her sleeves. And there's like different tattoos.
Yeah.
I've lived with them my whole lives.
Who told you that?
Kilio is about to fucking destroy these people.
While I love Kelio, the characters that decide they hear something and just start going in a circle with what they've just been told, it's always something that frustrates me. Like, we can help you find your kin. I have my kin. No, like, your kin. I have my kin. No, like,
Look,
us. I have my kin. Stop it. Sorry.
I've lived
You fine?
with my clan for 18 winters. I think that's right. About a year old,
Good enough.
lost in the snow. Maybe 19 winters? Yeah, 19 winters.
Good enough.
My memories of my time spent there are not the result of some tree
You're
limb
getting
falling on my
progressively quieter.
head.
Are you sure your mic is turned the right way?
Yes, I am. I started to like drift off. I'm sorry. My memories are not the result of some tree limb falling on my head.
Oh, so there was a tree limb.
I just said that entire scenario didn't happen. You're insufferable, you know that?
I've been told.
I've been
Lush.
waiting for a chance to say that, I'm sorry. Felt great.
Lush looks down at Keelio, kind of quirks her head like, you want me to handle this?
She like shakes her hand and holds out the hand. Just no. This isn't something we can't just like bum them out of the camp. Like
You can do whatever you want, but imagine your folks are worried. We're just trying to help.
no one came up to search. No halfling ever came and met our clan.
Cause you're out in bumfuck nowhere.
What was? How did? Okay, hang on. I'm trying to figure out how to word this.
Yeah, what? Go on.
Okay, cool. No one came up to search bumfuck nowhere for their kin. Yeah, cool. What the fuck was the original group of halflings doing up there in bumfuck nowhere?
That's a good question.
So, if no one came up to Bumblefuck Nowhere to search for their kin, are they really kin?
I'm gonna take that idea and say it was mine.
Listen, if your crazy ass niece and her new husband go off to like Bermuda, like and have a plane crash, and your entire family lives in Canada, and it's the 17th century, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Yes, but in Kilio's head, it's probably
They are
like,
adventurers.
it's just the north. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. It can't be that bad. Okay, so I think she says,
There.
and not a single. If my original family was in the north, why were they here in the first place? If no one else is willing.
I mean, that sounds like you got a question for, well, your kin. How am I supposed to know?
I don't need their answer.
What do you mean you don't need their answer?
I don't need their answer.
What, you never felt different?
I didn't need to.
Peregrine, like, turns his head slightly. Is your armor made of gold?
Talking to Lash, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, Killia's not wearing gold, so yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
Is it technically made of gold?
No, but you don't know what it's made of.
Shrugs. No idea what it's made of.
Gold, probably.
Shakes head. Definitely not that.
Why do you have armor made of gold?
Because I fight a lot.
Is that a threat?
No.
Okay,
mentally, not yet.
I was
Good.
about to say.
good, because Andy here knows magic.
Good for you, so do I.
Andy looks at Peregrine like, motherfucker, don't do this, don't do this, don't put me on this!
Good for you, so do I.
What were you really doing carrying that stuff back and forth?
Getting a look at you. We put it back, mostly.
Mostly.
Like, holds up the ball.
She shrugs.
Andy is still looking at Peregrine like, her armor is made of gold, fuck off, man. Like, still just like, you gonna get my ass killed, stop it. Like,
Her armor's made of gold. She's 6'1", probably weighs over 200 pounds. Which she
easily.
does.
If they think that's bad, wait till Dawn gets back.
Oh yeah, no, like, oof. like they're all trying really hard not to look at Orith, who stood up a minute ago.
Is that a slab of stone on your back?
I think after a
No,
moment
it
she
isn't.
notices that Aura stood up and she gives like a calming gesture, like it's all right, stay down,
Okay then.
stand down.
Yeah, so the thing, like, Orc lays down, and in Sylvan, Peregrine goes, yeah, that's what I thought, lay down, mutt!
Kelio's like eyes snap over to them, and she stands up.
That's very impressive. All 2 feet of your ass, good.
I mean, they're also 2 feet, so get fucked.
I mean, fair.
And also, Kilio had some muscles compared to regular normal halflings.
I mean, yes, fair, but also, yeah.
Do any of the other wolves stand up when she stands up?
No, I don't think
fuck.
so.
No.
I think they all look at you, though.
You will treat my companions with respect.
Oh, I didn't hit it.
You called them a mutt.
They are. Kilio's
They
gonna
are
stab this
kin.
man.
Lash will help.
You don't know that
They
pedigree.
are my kin.
You what?
You heard me.
So you were raised by wolves.
I'll be right back.
My clan raised wolves for companionship and hunting partners.
Oh my god, Deep Shade, can you take the halflings away first?
Something changes in Peregrine's face, and he goes, right, we're just gonna go and have a word with our mum. Yeah.
No, wait, I wasn't serious. Deep Shade, don't do it.
Like, stepping away.
It's like, just, I can almost guarantee they're not going to talk to their mom, but I'm just like, are they going to talk to, like, what, the town guard or something?
You're not sure.
Oh, I'm not muted.
We're gonna go talk to our mum. Yeah.
Oh, Mum, definitely not the guy that we pay to beat people up. Toddle, toddle.
Alright, fine.
And certainly not like someone from the fountain. Like, we got a nuts over here.
You three, enjoy your evening.
Same to you. And they turn and kind of fast walk away.
She shrugs and just goes back to her dish.
Okay.
Not right yet.
If you taste it, it is bitter.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, Firga, Don, Irithir, and Runyag, anybody have a scene? Or Lash, do you want to inform Keelio of what the fuck went down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like, I was
that
gonna
was the
say that.
plan.
Okay, then yep,
Like-
then never mind.
Okay.
Lash, go on.
But I'm guessing they left, like they fucked off.
Yeah, the halflings fucked off, yeah.
Good. Then, like, the second they're out of eyesight, Lash gets down. Huntlestone and us are in deep shit.
What? What do you
Deep-
mean?
Deep Shade isn't here to start shit yet. There's a raid coming this way from down below.
From the south.
Repeat that, Nightfall. It cut off.
Yeah, Nightfall is being
I-
super quiet. Check your mic, dude.
I said, sorry, from the south?
Check your mic, dude.
No, from down below, and she like stomps her foot on the ground.
What? Oh. That's not good.
Very much not. They think we have about a day before this place has grumps on its head.
She like looks around. We can't let that happen.
That's what
Can
I'm
we?
thinking. No.
No, we can't.
It is my people's job to drive back the dark. The fact we could, the fact they got up here is the fact of the matter.
It's that human caravan all over again. God damn it.
Except this time we know what's coming.
And the stakes are bigger.
Indeed. They said they think they have about 100 axes, but I don't know what else that could entail.
So take Bikini Bottom, Hundlestone, and push it somewhere else.
In this
Forget-
weather,
You know what? That might be a viable plan. Fuck it.
Take the people and put them somewhere else. Like, evacuate the town, eat them all down to, fire shear.
In a day?
In a day.
Like, you would do good to get the tent city down in a day, much less evacuate everyone.
Yeah, and we have like no idea when this is coming. Like we have a day.
That
yes.
or organize
night,
like a last second
morning,
militia.
anything.
Like,
I mean, last
they
second
got
militia
Minutemen
might
up
be
in here?
good.
We're going to need.
But the problem is we don't know which direction we're coming. Like, yes, we know they're coming from down, but we don't know what direction.
you could ask the dude.
I'm sorry.
I thought I did ask which way they were coming from.
No.
Fuck!
The,
I'm a moron.
Go ahead, Gamzee.
they are. I highly doubt they are coming from, quote, Nightfall down.
They're coming from down. It's just they have to come up first.
Yeah.
Flash wasn't going to say Underdark around a bunch of fucking people.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Plan. So the question, the task at hand is find the divination wizard.
Yes.
I was going to say, gee, Mike will have someone who can
Okay.
predict the future.
Lash.
We need the rest of the champ.
Yes, I agree. All due respect.
Kilio, don't
If
you
you
have
go
the
up there-
horn?
No,
Do you not have the Clan Roach horn? I thought you did.
I don't have the clan's horn. I thought
I
you
thought
said it wasn't on my character sheet. I don't have it.
I understand that. I thought you had the magic summoning warhorn.
No, we've never discussed this.
Well, get hecked then.
The correct answer should have been, oh yeah, I do.
You're right. It should have been. Well,
Flash has a regular warhorn, but that'll cause a fucking panic.
the magic warhorn would also cause a panic, but it would at least get their attention.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Were the rest of the party searched when they went in?
No, but they left their weapons out here with you guys. They were asked to. With the exception of Irithr's spellbook.
Yeah.
Yeah. We left all our weapons out there. All of them.
Finger, air quotes, spellbook.
Also finger quotes all, but anyway.
Right.
You said that Kilio's dagger resized. Could I, fit that in my boot or something?
Probably because you have big-ass boots.
Yeah.
We need to find them. We don't have time to let them get back. We need to
I
get out of
agree,
the...
but if we go to the gate, the guard's gonna look closely at your face.
Correct.
I'll go into the town and find the others.
Think you could
We
take
have
a
to
wolf?
work fast.
Odds?
She shakes her head. I don't think so.
Damn it. Well,
I don't think I'll need it in the town.
odds. Alright, I'll stay here and watch over anything.
Honestly, Kilio, you don't have to bother with the gate.
Hmm?
I'll cue up Brayden's music right now if you wanna...
Oh,
This
God.
is still you, not you.
Why go through customs when you can go over it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, fucking Assassin's Creed this shit, let's go.
Fuck it. We're good. Do it.
Won't they ask you questions about going in too?
No, I don't think they will.
No, they won't. Why is that? Because I have the secret ingredient. What's that? Crime.
Kick.
Ugh.
We're gonna do a
Won't they ask me
beanie.
questions if you go in too? They have to see me first.
I
Okay,
have this
so
nifty little trick. It's called Zoop.
so Keelio, what's your play?
Let's just keep an eye on
So
shit
I
from
need
here. She's
I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need to know what the
He knows, Oja.
walls are like. We got
They are
closer
they
to
are
them.
they are wooden walls that are double wooden barricades with platforms between them so that the guards can walk around.
Okay.
So just think like medieval English wooden barricades. Monty Python shit.
Okay.
Probably about 10 feet up.
Oh.
Oh, if they're wait.
Yeah, Dawn can see over them.
If they're 10 feet up, I could just kind of yeet the dagger, but I don't want to hit a person.
You're right, you could just eat the dagger.
Then don't hit a person.
Don't hit a person. Don't roll like shit on scatter.
And just need it vertically
I know.
up. It hits its apex, you teleport, and then pick a spot on the other side of the wall to teleport to.
Only problem with that, isn't the apex like 100 feet?
No, you can't. Look, that's
Depending on
the
how hard you throw it.
that's the theoretical maximum. That is not what Keelio will do.
Okay.
The max I can throw it up to is 60.
No,
Wait.
And
the max that you can throw it up to and hope to hit a target is 60. What's the range of the teleport?
The teleport? The Misty Step?
No, the Owl's Pinion port.
The maximum range on that is 100.
Yeah, that's what Gamzee just said.
Yeah, but no, the apex will be 60.
Not necessarily. It won't necessarily be 60 for you. It won't necessarily be 60 for somebody else. It could go up or down.
And you don't have to throw it at full strength.
Also that.
You also could just cast Misty Step up there.
That's true.
But that's one less Misty Step to use during when the raiding party arrives.
What are you doing,
It
Keelio?
recharges that.
You gonna take your dagger and get inside the walls? I should point out there's also
I
a
have
line at the
dumb
customs.
I have a dumb question.
Okay.
Are the walls solid walls, or do they have gaps in them?
They're solid.
Mm.
Think wooden privacy fence. They've also got those spikes on the front. Mostly to keep out wild
Okay.
animals. So what's the play, Keelio Wolfwalker? We see you like break away from your little camp,
Yeah.
pull out Owl's Pinion. I assume.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Trying to think of the best way to do this.
Best or coolest?
Smartest way to do this.
The smartest way to do this would be to go through the gate and wait in line.
But the line is like hundreds of feet out, and I'm a halfling, so people are gonna break in line. So the second smartest way is...
The second smartest way would probably be to go to one of the corners where there's an archer's tower and throw your dagger so that it hits the ceiling on the inside of the guard tower and hope the guard doesn't look up at the impact.
Drop in like, yo, what up? There's a raiding party coming. I'm trying to find my friends so we can stop it.
Yo, what up?
What if I hit the side of it and then just went down?
Borrow some clothes from some little little
I mean,
kid.
if you're doing
And-
that, just aim for a roof and bypass the wall altogether.
Get
mean,
some
okay.
clothes. Get some clothes made for a little kid. Drop into the guard's archer tower and be like, "Hey, Dad."
So go ahead and yeet dagger.
You're my dad. What the fuck?
The stork just dropped
Yeah.
me here.
I yeet.
Okay, roll stealth with advantage.
Okay. Anyone got inspiration? That's the first time I rolled like shit on that. Die.
What's your bonus?
9.
9.
Okay. Wait, no, you've got to be in sight for me to use my portents.
Yep.
Also, it has to be done before the roll is made, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, before the roll.
But
Yeah.
but Nightfall's asking for inspiration, so I could give him inspiration and then he could use a portent if the stars align. But they didn't. So anybody got an inspiration for the Heckfall?
I do
Sorry.
not.
Nope.
Oh. Also, according to Vom Chat, you're in the wrong spot, Halfling.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Nobody has inspiration? Sounds like you guys are gonna. Sounds like you guys are gonna need to earn some inspiration later.
Yeah.
Quick, Vader, make a joke.
I mean, there's going to be ample opportunity for that if we face down this horde.
So, Halfling, Keelio, you
Yeah.
throw the dagger over the wall. It arcs, hits the ceiling. You warp. You're hanging from somebody's gutter, and right in front of you, there's an old woman with a watering can, leaning out her window, and she just looks up at you, and just kind of like, not sure what to make of the halfling hanging from her gutter. What do you do?
Let's get her.
Sorry. I fell.
Are you okay?
Anything- What?
Sorry, I fell. From what?
Yeah, basically. Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Shit. Okay. I have a question.
Yep.
Nope. Okay.
What was
I'm
your
just
question?
gonna like. I'm gonna Misty Step on the other side of her and duck behind an alley or something.
What was your question?
My question is like, okay, wait. My question, okay. What's around
So
right now?
So you basically yeeted to the nearest building from the wall. So there is like space for like a cart to get around the buildings along the, because there's a street that goes along the walls, right?
Yes.
And then you're in like a three-way corner, so to speak. So the main thoroughfare is to your right. You're hanging from this gutter. Then that little like along the wall road goes to your left. And then yeah, like you're on the inside of the walls. There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people on the street. You briefly wonder how the fuck Dawn managed to get through this. And then the woman just like old woman voice screams the word prowler and tries to hit you with the watering can.
Yeah. Okay.
Like someone call Spider-Man.
So just what's your armor class? Never mind. So yeah, she just prowler thief and like goes to hit you with the watering can.
I just like
What do you
Misty
do?
step onto the. Okay, so it's 30 feet. Can I Misty step onto a roof and just go?
You're hanging from a roof. You don't need to misty step onto the roof. You could like pull the dagger out and just throw it again.
Yes, pull a knife on the
Okay,
old woman.
let's do that.
I mean, you're hanging from the dagger already. Like, it's gonna come out. If she hits you with that watering can, the dagger's gonna come free anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
So yeah,
What,
we're just gonna go.
How strong is this old lady? Is she proficient with watering can?
She is proficient with watering cans. Of course she is. She's an old woman.
I mean,
That's
all
your
you
weapon of
need-
choice? How
all you
dare you
need-
to get the extra damage die with it?
She is proficient with watering cans, ironing boards, and rolling pins.
And sandals.
Don't forget the iron cane.
Yeah,
Oh, and frying pan.
and frying pans. Yeah, point being,
Yeah, we're gonna yeet and try again.
all right, make your attack, and I'm assuming you're not trying to hit the old woman.
No, I'm absolutely not trying to hit the old woman.
Cool. Define your target.
A different rooftop, more so the center of the rooftop.
Okay, make your attack.
I'm sorry. You said define your target. My mind immediately pictured fucking Nightfall going, Minotaur horns.
These are super nice.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Hopefully my bonuses work out for me.
You landed in the arms of a guard.
God damn it!
So
I hate. Fuck.
you yeet the dagger. Wha! You disappear. You hear her scream again, and she says, "Prowler! Magic prowler! Guards!" And then you hear like a bobby whistle, and like people are trying to run through the crowd and they can't do it. So you hear like from below you hear like, "Stop right there!" Like, what do you do?
Fuck. Again.
Oh, criminal scum.
You
Fuck.
never
Alright.
should have come here. Anyway,
Stop! You violated the law.
all right.
Firemen people, we have bigger concerns.
What do you do? What do you do, Wolfwalker?
God, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for the day that Nightfall's response to that question is, walk on wolves?
Nightfall, come on, what do you do? You're standing on a rooftop. There's a big red exclamation point above your head. You've been seen.
Dang it, Nightfall, I'm trying to buy you time.
Nightfall, say words. Make words
So
fall. There you go.
Yes, I'm here. He's
Okay.
on one side of the building, yeah?
No, you're sitting in the middle of the roof.
Where is the one that's...
Oh, like, yeah, down on the main street to your right.
Okay, cool, we're going on the other side of the building and dropping down.
Are you going to look first?
Yeah, look.
That is like a fenced off yard, friend.
Okay.
Like, there's a shit ton of like buildings. You could just run.
We're just gonna go and try to like break line of sight, I guess.
you want to hide on somebody's balcony until the stars go away.
Yeah.
So you break into a run, make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Turn on cheat mode.
Yeah, right. Okay, I have to roll against that because you actually rolled decently.
For once in my miserable life.
Just gotta hit these motherfuckers with an up, up, down, down, left, right,
With a
A,
fucking...
B, select, start.
Okay,
efficiency.
so you hear like whistles, you hear like people like opening their doors, wondering what the fuck is going on. You slide slide across some rooftops, and then you find like these people like built their roofs on top of each other, so there's this little like nook that you can like duck under and like pin between two roofs. You could not do this if you weren't a halfling, but you like get up there, and then you hear from down below like, "Where'd they go? Search the rooftops, search the buildings." You hear like like doors being knocked on. Meanwhile, a bell starts ringing, and we cut over for Runyak and Irith. They're over at the smithy. Like, you two hear a bell start ringing, and a bunch of the militias like push past you.
Oh, god damn it.
Seems like there's been an incident.
What in the hell is going on?
Gee, I really hope Dawn didn't cause a scene.
All right.
Okay. So...
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I need to make a move
Yeah.
from here.
Unless someone else in the party wants to hear the bell. Lash, you probably hear the bell and you're just like, oh, fuck's sake, Kelio.
Would I even hear it from inside the building?
Are you still shopping in that same building?
I don't know where this happens from where I was.
Like
chronologically.
Like I assumed you were finishing up in there and you were going to go somewhere else, so you could be on the street if you wanted to be.
Probably headed to another one of the buildings in that neighborhood.
Probably. So you also hear the bell, and you see like a couple of militiamen like come around the corner carrying light crossbows.
What's going on?
you talk, and the guy in the front like skids to a stop, and all the other ones run into him, and they look at you like, right, we were warned about you, but we didn't believe it. And he goes, nothing to worry about, citizen? Just a prowler near the gate. We'll take care of it.
We'll take care of it. As soon as I start going, he starts following them.
You're faster than they are, homie!
Flash just damn it.
That's probably why they know he's following, because he's taking these itty-bitty steps.
Okay, so you probably passed the smithy so Runyak and Irithir, you see a bunch of crossbowmen come around the corner, followed by Dawn doing the like 70s cartoon sneak.
You look ridiculous, Dawn.
Dawn, what the hell are
heist
you
music
doing?
cuts out just long enough for Pink Panther to start playing.
Right.
This is how I have to walk to keep up with them, but not pass them.
Why
So
are
once
you
they get,
trying to
I
keep
think I
up
have
with
an
them?
idea. When you get done with that,
Go ahead, Runyak.
Why are you trying to keep up with them?
There's something about a prowler at the gate.
Right.
You guys hear from an adjacent street, like, check down that way, they're wearing white furs!
Oh dear.
Oh.
Well, they'll be easy to spot then.
Out of curiosity, where's Firga in all this?
Probably leave, like, you probably go to leave the mayor's manor, and you're probably stopped. Like, sorry, miss, no one in or out. There's been an incident.
Hey, what kind of incident?
We believe the town's under attack.
If only they knew.
So what are you doing, Kilio?
So I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna do an enhance ability.
You're gonna cast a spell, make a big glowy light show. Okay.
You're also like, before we may have this whole bullshit with a raid coming.
Okay, fine. We're just gonna try and go perpendicular to where I was going to like try and lose them.
Okay, so you're just gonna cut left or right?
Yes.
Which way?
Which side of the edge of the town is on my right? Like, am I closer to the wall or closer to the?
Right and forward is more town than wall. Back and left is more wall than town.
Okay, so we're gonna cut more town.
So you're gonna cut right.
Yes.
So you're gonna jump across the main thoroughfare.
Whoa!
I mean, okay, make an athletic check.
You won't.
No, I meant like with the dagger.
Then make an attack roll.
Okay.
Do it. You won't.
Okay, so Runyak, Irithir, and Dawn. You're like looking up the streets as the crossbowmen are like looking around on the rooftops nearby. You hear a sound that you've all heard before, that like noise, and then Kilio is hanging off of one of the rooftops above the market.
I'm sorry. How close are we to Kilio?
Like yeah, 30 feet at least.
So,
That fucking eye contact. Blink.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely eye contact. Kilio, what's your armor class?
The 16.
Cool. So if I roll above a 12 on any of these, I did not. So Kilio, poof, hanging off the dagger, the eye contact with the party, and then you guys just hear twang, 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 and then just crossbow bolts just fly all around Kilio.
Okay, this could go really badly or really well. We're gonna play off of how they've been dealing with me so far.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's like eye contact with Kilio. Raise hand. It's not a thief. Just a Goliath.
Just a Goliath. Make a deception check with disadvantage. So okay, persuasion with disadvantage.
Hey, you're here.
What's your persuasion bonus?
-2.
1.
I mean, can I use portents with disadvantage?
Yes, I think.
You determine the outcome roll.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
I've got a base 13 for you.
So it would become a 14. Just, like, hold your hand out. With us. Like, you see the guards like in the process of like putting the crossbow on the ground and using their foot to restring it, and they just look over at you like, what? Kilio, what do you do?
I hear this shit.
Yes! And you also just got pelted with a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, you idiots, I'm just trying to find my group.
Well, what do they look like? Also, there's a line at the gate. Also, there's a gate.
Well, there's been an emergency.
She's with us.
There's been an emergency. Make a persuasion check.
Not great at these.
No, you're not. Okay, so, Kilio.
Yeah.
Every single person in the market is now looking at you when you say there's been an emergency.
Oh, fuck.
What type of emergency?
One that I need to talk with my group about, and arguably the mayor about.
There's better ways to go about this than going through people's homes.
I wasn't going through anyone's homes. She, like, genuinely looks confused.
While hanging from the roof in front of somebody's window.
Actually, she was going over their homes.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, Kilio?
Oh, sure. My best one.
Cool. So, about this point, the window that you're in front of comes open. Like, you don't have to get hit by it. You rolled high enough, but it just flies open and obscures you for a second. And this like portly gentleman like leans out. What's all the shouting down here? What do you do, Kilio?
Trapeze artist.
How far away is the ground from here?
About 15 feet.
How much falling damage would that be?
2d6.
Hold on, Kilio. Can I just take like a full stride or two over and just like pick up Kilio off
I could
of
also
the roof?
just drop the dagger.
You could just drop the dagger.
You have to throw dagger.
They don't.
No.
Drop
What?
the
I'm
dagger
gonna-
into
I'm
a
just gonna
busy
drop
market.
the dagger.
Dropping the dagger works.
To the ground.
Okay.
Right, I forgot. The discussion was you can drop the dagger, but there
As a
has to be
bonus action.
intent. There has to be intent behind the. Okay.
Yeah, you drop the dagger, You like land on the ground in a crouch. The guards like whip their crossbows up to you. The captain like holds his fist out, like wait.
Yeah.
looks at Dawn,
thing.
looks past Dawn at Irithyr, and goes, "Is this one with you, elf?"
Oh boy. Shoot, I gotta formulate my thoughts.
My chagrin.
Sorry, I'm brain farting.
No, you're fine.
Fine. I got myself in a stupid situation. I'm not as cool as Delta, unfortunately. There will be a try again one day.
It's like you were designed to sneak around animals, not people.
Maybe.
What a fucking
You see, animals'
concept.
passive perceptions tend to be a lot lower. Also, that +9 to stealth fucking betrayed me. Holy shit.
Yes, it did. You did not roll above 5 that entire sequence.
Holy fuck.
Everyone rolls crap eventually.
Oh.
No matter how good your bonus is, you'll roll crap eventually.
I would have been happy to roll that persuasion if I were Sockham.
Yeah, right. But you not Salcom.
Unfortunately, that blurting doesn't carry between characters.
No, it does not. Go
I
ahead,
mean,
Vader.
I suppose the answer is yes, so I guess that's just what I say.
Yes.
I'm sorry, just the thought of a very resigned elf. Yes.
Yeah, right. So I think Irithyr says yes. We smash cut to Firga asking the guard like a million questions. Then the doors open and Firga's like, finally, and Kelio is like shoved inside, and like 10 guards come in.
Oh, Kilio, what are you doing here? Right, what are you doing here? I thought you were staying out.
I was, and our other companion met with another one and learned some news. And where are the others?
They're with you.
Looks back. Okay, so everyone's here,
Yes.
aside from Lash.
Everyone is here.
And we have a lot to talk about. And the mayor, I need to see the person in charge here.
I just got done talking to him about the bridge. He's
Cool, he's familiar with you. Let's go.
So you guys open the door to the mayor's office, who's like pouring himself a cup of tea, and he sees Dawn, Irithyr, Runyak, Kelio, Firga, and about 15 police officers, and he just keeps pouring the tea until it spills onto his lap.
sorry to do it again, but apparently there's been a development.
So you drink.
Like looks down, screams, and starts like trying to wipe the hot tea off of his lap.
I would offer you healing, but I doubt that's enough to leave a burn.
Oh, apparently, there's something really bad coming this way. Not the same thing that's going towards the north.
Hi, Piers. You want to try that against Kelio?
Yeah, I do. I do.
That was Piers.
Fuck. That was Pierce, and my nerves are bad. Just breathe. It's fine.
It's fine. You just rolled like ass.
I just rolled like ass. It's fine. All right. So, you all, and I guess you as well, gesturing at the mayor. A friend met with someone in the crowd outside and learned something dire. We have less than a day before orcs
Wait,
Dark orcs.
show up.
Underdark orcs.
you are
Actually-
you are the older of you are the older of this place, correct?
That's what it says on my name badge,
Good.
Hey.
Then you should have a better reaction to hearing this than others. He like looks at Kelio, So how is looks at looks at Lash. So
Lash is
how
not
is this
here.
going to be?
Lash isn't
Oh.
here.
Why the?
I was specifying that you should probably say Underdark Orc.
I mean, yeah. They're
Looks
supposed-
at Keelio. How is this much worse than dealing with the giants?
The owner
way the
looks at
people are
looks at
packed in here?
Firgo briefly. Why
worse
don't
than-
the 5 of you come inside, close the door, and you gentlemen can return to your posts.
I was gonna say, do we want to discuss this with like the 15?
Elio doesn't give a fuck. I'm
So, Firga, Runyak, Helio, and Irithir, you guys can get inside, no problem. Dawn?
Does he have to get on his knees and scuttle again?
Squeezing through a narrow space is an acrobatic check.
Why don't you come back in? Everyone else walks in. Dawn puts his hand. Dawn reaches his arm through the door, pulls it back. I think I'll just return to shopping.
Dawn,
Or to camp.
we
The,
kind of
the
need
like
you.
the like balcony walkway that you're standing on creaks under you, Dawn. Oh,
Do
don't
you
want
have
to.
a larger space?
I don't. No. I don't want to throw a poll over this news that you're bringing, but is that an ogre?
No.
Minotaur.
That's a minotaur.
Dawn looks at this man motherfuckerly through the doorway.
Dear Lord, the number of misconceptions you humans have.
I am a Tor of Hallowstone.
Oh, I heard about you. My mistake. I didn't know that was you.
I am one of them.
The damn finest healer I've ever met.
I'm not certain the balcony's gonna hold you. You might want to go downstairs.
If I am not needed, I have business to return to.
Apparently, this one has news.
Looks at Keelio.
Then let's go downstairs to one of those rooms. Seems simple.
They're occupied.
Then make them unoccupied.
How do you think this works?
You are the older. You have control, do you not?
To a degree, aye.
So you go downstairs to one of the other rooms, you knock, you say, hey, we need to borrow this room, you can use this other room in the meantime, and then we use that room.
Giant ogre needs your room, sorry.
If you call me a ogre again, there's going to be problems. So.
What exactly is the difference?
I am a Tor. He leans his head down and box the doorway with his horn.
I did not see those before, in my defense.
We are cowmen.
You said it, I didn't.
It is the simplest way any of your people have been able to understand.
What is this about, halfling?
There. My companion's associate frequents the Underdark. There are orcs coming. I've
Underdark
seen them.
orcs.
Apparently, according to them, about 100.
That's terrible.
With the people packed in like this, unless we start mounting a defense now,
With what? I've a better
We will-
idea.
I'm willing to hear any ideas right now.
You adventurers go and deal with the orcs, and I pay you per head.
Firga starts doing odds on her fingers.
The 6 of us against 100 orcs.
That feels unfair.
For the
No,
orcs,
Yes, that
I-
sounds pretty
I was-
reasonable to me.
I was gonna say that feels unfair. Maybe if you double the number of orcs.
So you'll do it then.
Nonetheless,
perhaps we should see if there's others in town that have capabilities to help.
I assure you, not a lot of adventurers in Hunterstone these days. In fact, most of them are either up in the Dale or fleeing from it. Well,
Do we know?
like he pauses for a second. He says, let me find the name because I want to get this right.
Okay.
He says, ba-doop-doo. Well, there is Lynn Trollbane.
Hey, who's that?
Well, dumbass question.
Mm-hmm.
Being familiar with someone, does that mean I have to know them? I have to have met them, or can I
Are
just
you willing
know
to
their
burn
name?
another sending slot?
For what, Don?
Or or does knowing their name come close enough?
For what?
Sending.
No.
Okay. That was a bit terse.
Like, just knowing their name does not mean that you could, like, cast sending and message them. Because if that's true, then, like, Manchun would never get any peace. Vajra would never get any peace. Elminster would never get any peace.
You know what? That is fair enough.
That's when you invent the Vajra's call blocker.
You know, right?
Fucking.
Magical equivalent of toxic Twitter DMs.
You know, right?
Your sending has been redirected to another plane of existence. Would you like to accept charges?
When you get Shadow Band, it literally gets heard in the
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. But other than
Yeah,
Trollbane and the five of you, not many prospects here. Not at the moment, anyway.
I see.
Nonetheless, any indication of which way they're coming from? That below us, I know, but like, any idea where they're going to surface?
Not that I know of. But I believe
Kaleo, you have a thing for this.
I do. Let me see if that encompasses orcs.
It wouldn't, I don't think.
It does not say
Does it not
those
apply to your
creature-
favorite enemy?
I don't have orcs as a favorite enemy.
Oh, well, there's your
Okay.
first problem.
I have giants and beasts because she's a hunter.
For that, you have to select humanoids, and then you get to select 2 different types.
Yep. Well,
Which Killian's not a humanoid hunter.
rip to that idea then.
However, apparently orcs have a smell,
Correct.
and I have 3 wolves.
Yeah. That are currently outside.
I know.
It doesn't help you in this scene.
It doesn't help me in the scene, but I can use that later. Not that I know of. However, I do have excellent companions that may be able to track their direction.
The mayor looks at Dawn.
She
No.
scowls.
She has
You're a
dogs.
Me, aren't you?
What?
I mean-
You're there?
Wait. I mean,
The
wait.
plan was the divination wizard to.
Oh yeah. Wait.
I was about to say, like,
I find it absolutely hilarious that he goes to look at Dawn and the Earther's like, "No, me, you idiot."
It's like, like he pauses and he looks at Irithyr and he's trying to figure out like, are you a werewolf? Like he's like, what?
I thought she was referring to her dogs.
I also thought the wolves, though I suppose the other theory would make about as much sense.
I suppose Irithyr would make about as much sense. The mayor is looking at all of you like, I picked the wrong day to stop drinking. What? Like,
Are you well, sir? You're turning. Are you well, sir? You're turning pale.
Hey,
this
Better-
was not
okay?
what I signed up for. I'll put it that way.
I know a nice gentleman that would make a good alder if you'd like to step down.
Josie, I appreciate
Oh
your
my
concern. What were you going to say, Master Elf?
Better?
I'm sorry. I've kind of got swept up in the moment.
No, it's
There's
like
a lot going on.
yeah, no, understandable. The mayor is asking like why you volunteered. What did you have in mind?
He doesn't say anything. I'm just gonna set the Astromancy archive on the table and do my thing.
Okay, you want to roll for divination?
Yeah.
Let me
Believe it.
let me pull your music out. Do-do.
You're doing that. I'm gonna go get something.
I already got it.
All right. So it's Arcana, right?
It is yes, it is Arcana. Cool. Can you make a charisma saving throw, please?
All right.
That's not
I-
disconcerting or anything.
I have a very good feeling I know what's about to happen.
So, Irithir, you start doing a reading, and you're painfully projected into a vision. You're standing in the middle of the town. All the buildings are on fire. There's people running in a panic in every direction, and there's black-clad orcs, like, on the fringes of the flames, shouting curses and hurling spears. Hundlestone is... It's not being raided, it's being razed.
Okay.
So, the rest of you see Irithir, like, focus on the Astromancy archive, and then he just turns bone white and, like, has this look of terror on his face.
You mean whiter than he already is?
Yes.
He has turned whiter than snow. That's the first time. That's the first sign to be scared.
There. What did you see?
This isn't a normal raiding party, Wolfwalker.
Mm.
They're going to raise this city.
Then we need an expert.
Any indication of where they were gonna come up?
Yes, and I'm sorry for this cop-out answer. Everywhere.
Lovely.
No.
So no ambush. Bleh, English. So no ambushes for Dwemer Road.
It's perfectly fine, guys. We just have to handle...
I was about to suggest pouring boiling water over them.
We just have to
How's
handle
the plan
16
for this?
orcs each. It's fine.
Where are they coming from? Straight below.
Basically. Do you say that?
Yeah.
So, you see the mayor, like, look aside, like that means something to him, and he goes, "Oh, I knew that was going to cause trouble."
What?
What?
Uh-oh.
And he kind of, like, clears his throat. He says, where's my handout?
Oh, God.
I have a
Okay.
handout. Hang on.
You said this was a mining town, didn't you?
I
To
did.
the Underdark here.
Fuck.
Okay, so I know my secondary stop after this fucking raid. We're gonna go bomb the shit out of that.
We need the fire sand, don't we?
Fucking magic and a war pick. That's how Lash does it anyway.
It says, Hundlestone is a mining town. We've got a quarry with some old tunnels in it. Shafts that can go further than any of us dare. And Master Ironbottom has a cellar that connects to the quarry.
Fuck.
Of course. Aretha, you said they didn't just come from. They didn't come from a direction. They didn't come from anywhere. You started in the middle of it, correct?
Basically what happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna
There
ask,
is no-
like, while I was still in the vision, if I could, like, rewind it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try and figure out where they came from.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you get, like, with that roll, you get 3 questions about your vision, so that can be one of them. Where did they come out? They seem to come out of everywhere. Like a shadow, like, fell over Hundlestone, and when it rolled back, there were orcs everywhere.
It almost seems like they were magically teleported in. There was a darkness, and when it passed, they were already there. Second question, I wanted to confirm the number of orcs.
Impossible to tell. They're keeping out of the light and they're moving around. That's either to hide their numbers or there's too many to count, and you can take either one of those.
I can't confirm the number, but this is a coordinated attack. They might already be in the town.
I say we get our expert.
I don't suppose anyone's got a map of the quarry and the tunnels?
Of course we do. I've got it here. Like, no issue at all pulling that out.
I'll study that best as I can. See if there's any, like, obvious staging points or anything like that.
I mean, so the quarry is next to the market. The market is arguably, like, in the quarry to a degree. And then there's just, there's, like, snowfields from all sides, like, until you go up along the 10 trail.
Well, at least in terms of sheer havoc, that seems like a pretty good spot. Just tapping on the map.
I'm thinking. How?
Hey, Cookie.
What's up?
I'm missing a handout.
What is the handout?
It is a character, Beldora.
Let me double check in the other thing for you.
Thank you.
Realize something really fucking cheeky?
What's that?
If this guy asked, alright, who's your professional? You could literally say, she's an orc fighter.
It doesn't.
She fights
Right.
orcs, but she is also an orc who is a fighter.
While this is being looked into, can I?
Oh, the click works. I found it. Thank you.
I just realized, guys,
Yo,
this is either going to be a bloodbath or it's going to be a game of Don't Escape.
a little bit.
Yeah.
We have to get that percentage up somehow. So.
Oh, what are this, Trollbane? Trollbane, did you say her name was?
He nods. Lynn Trollbane, aye.
What's on her neck?
What kind of...
Is a
Supplies.
retired adventurer?
I would assume her knack were trolls.
Aye, but is she good with a bow or a sword or like wiggles fingers like a magic spell?
Like, and the dude just like the elder like rubs his chin and points at one of the hand axes on your belt, Virga.
Perfect.
Do you know where to find her?
Is this hour? Try water from a stone?
Right. I'll be going to get our expert and find them if no one else needs me right now.
Creak.
What kind of mining supplies?
Gonna be very careful, but I'm still gonna try.
Okay. When you move from that spot, there's an obvious depression in the wood.
Operator could fix that. Walks away.
Alright.
Sir. What kind of mining materials did this town
You're
use?
super quiet again, Nightfall. Did you check your mic?
It's fine. I'm speaking quietly because I have food in my mouth.
No,
Hey,
because
sorry.
what you're doing now, you're still quiet.
Yeah, like overall, you
Now
are
it
quieter than
rotated.
you were.
It rotated when I
Yeah.
sat it down to go get food.
You're still quiet.
I'm what?
Better now.
Okay. Kilio asked, what kind of materials did you use for mining? Just pickaxes, the like? Did you happen to use anything more powerful?
Well, powerful than a pickaxe.
Something
Then.
with, yeah, explosives.
We ain't got no magic here.
It's like explosives. He like looks at you for a minute and he's like, "If you're talking about dwarven fire sand, we don't have the resources for that."
Dwarven.
Inhale deeply.
Yeah, dwarven.
To be fair, what little he does know of it, he probably heard from the dwarves.
Yup.
Or they would Goddamn gold fever.
Damn it. Gold sickness, man, come on.
The orcs have a sickness in that they hear grumsh all the time. Dwarves have a sickness in that money exists.
They invented money,
Wow.
dog.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
literally, we met that NPC in Valarholm.
But honestly,
I've got a couple of drill bit arrows still from the vault.
that could help. God, I wonder if there's someone here in town that'd be capable of making something that would do that kind of damage to those tunnels.
Whip Ironbottom's the man you want to see.
What are you?
Yeah, no, his name is that bad. It's Master Ironbottom. He's an inventor.
Ah,
Mute.
I see. Okay. Here, would you be willing to go with me?
I suppose.
You can come too?
Yeah, absolutely. Brunyak, what do you have in mind?
I should probably go help Dawn. If they're gonna get our friend in, those two aren't the best to do it.
Kaleo nods.
Okay,
And
so
If you can track him down again, try and find out as much as you can from this associate.
Alright.
Alright, so Runyak is gonna go find Dawn, and the rest of you are gonna go find Thwip Ironbottom.
That sounds like a gnome name.
It is absolutely a gnome name. Good job.
Oh heck.
So
Well, this is gonna be fun.
so
You mean it's the correct nomenclature?
it is the correct
God
nomenclature.
damn it.
So
Fuck you.
Dawn, we cut over to you, making your way through the town. Where are you heading?
I think to the gate first. No, it might be easier to get the person first. What? Probably to get Lash first.
Okay, so you head out the gate. Lash, what have you been doing since the bell started ringing?
Fucking pacing a hole in the snow, muttering to herself, I should have fucking done it. I should have fucking done it. Discipline, damn it, Wolfwalker. Discipline, damn it.
So
Like, there's a hole in the snow, like where she's been
yeah,
pacing in the
fucking
wall,
perfect.
like, what the fuck?
So Don, you walk up to the camp. There's a stew pot bubbling merrily on the fire, and 3 very concerned direwolves watching Lash wear a rut in the mud.
Like looks at the
Immediately-
dog, looks at Lash, looks at the dogs, looks at the soup.
He comes out of the rut. Did Kilio tell you?
I heard, yes.
Good. So where's everyone else?
Come on, you're coming in.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, and she'll start going.
The
He's-
wolves,
he's gonna,
the
like-
wolves stand up.
Like holds out the hands. Like you probably can't.
They like look at each other, and Layla and Orith lay back down, and Mevu steps forward.
Pat Mevu on the head. We'll call if we need you.
Looks at the soup, lays back down slowly.
Oh
Protect
no,
it.
my soup attempt.
Protect that soup. Your master will need it when they come back.
Starts like going back to town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you guys start walking into town, and you walk past the line of people still trying to get in the gate, and the guards like one of the guards like goes to stop you and just kind of limply lowers his arm and looks up at Dawn, and the other one like shoves him like, come on, you know who this is by now. And like, yeah, you're let in, and they like
I was gonna
they stop like Lash for a second as you passed on, and they go, "Is the gold one with you?"
They are,
Right this way, sir.
ma'am.
That's
Shrugs.
a woman.
Get like her, like shrugs, neck snaps to him. Just shrugs it off, hand waves, starts walking. So where are they?
The Alder's office, but we need to make a stop. You two. Where's water from a stone?
That's the tavern by the quarry, mate.
We need to go there.
It points at you in a direction.
Good. Thank you.
You go about block and a half away from the gate. You run smack into Runyak.
Ah, Runyak.
Oh, you actually managed to get her through. I'm
Yep.
surprised.
Why do you think I was the one that went?
I mean,
Do you really think they were going to try and stop me?
well, no, but never mind that.
They can mind their damn business. Come on, let's go.
Right. We're heading for our new friend next.
Who?
What was the name? Something Ogrebane?
Lynn Trollbane.
Lynn Trollbane.
Would I recognize that name at all?
That is actually a valid question. Believe it or not, you might make a history check.
Alright, on it.
It's another orc. Totally.
Okay. So that is a Goblin 20, is what that is.
Oh, look.
Lynn Trollbane is a bounty hunter, who is like as much as a wilderness person as one of the Salt folk can be. Like, she is just south of Helio. She is a shield dwarf. She's from the Dale. And she makes a habit of solving mysteries, hunting monsters, and bringing back people that get lost in the snow. She's also, like, older. Like, if she was a human, she'd be in her 50s.
Gotcha. So, Trollbane...
Dwarves live?
You also can ask me 4 questions about Trollbane.
Where did she get the Trollbane nickname from?
That's her surname. She's from Clan Trollbane.
Got it, so it's literally just what they do.
Yeah.
Perfect. What are some of her most notable accomplishments? Like, other than, like, the simply listed, solve mysteries, get people out of the snow, etc.?
Most notable accomplishments. Supposedly, she 1v1'd an Umber Hulk and won.
Hey.
Other noticeable accomplishments, she scared off a pack of wolves from a farmstead, and she's been seen as far east as the Star Meadow Hills, even though she's Dalian.
So it's probably through that Lash knows the name.
Mm-hmm. It's not that she always gets her man, but damn near.
So she's damn good at what she does.
Or she used to be.
Was there an incident that added to that used to be, or is it
No,
just
she's just old. She's not as quick as she used to be.
I gotcha. So I've asked 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any suggestions before I keep going?
I mean, old for a dwarf is like 200 years, isn't
Correct.
it?
Correct.
Well, what motivates her to pick a job?
Good question, actually, yeah. What motivates?
Unknown.
Perfect.
Valid fuck. This is probably like a bad question, so I'm just gonna pitch it to the group. Do you guys think I should ask about, has she started shit with any northern tribes of orcs?
I don't think it's super important, personally.
I'm just checking with y'all to see what y'all think.
Phrase the question again. What was it?
If she started shit with
Northern-
tribes in the north.
Yeah, so like if she sees the Dark Driver banner, she's gonna recognize it and go fucking die.
That might be a good thing to ask.
Yeah, that seems pretty relevant, actually.
Is she an adversary with the orc clans, the surface orc clans?
Like, I want to hear everyone's opinion. So far, 2 people think it's a good idea, 1 not. Cook, Vader, any opinions?
Even if it doesn't seem particularly relevant to us, if it's something Lash would be worried about, I think it stands to reason that she would ask it.
The one-
Yeah,
Sorry, go on, Vader.
I was just agreeing, like, you'd like pick the questions that are important specifically to you.
On the one hand, Lash doesn't care. If she shouts fucking orc, Lash is just gonna go, oh, so we're stating facts now. Hi, dwarf. On the other hand, this is more just, we don't want her to tell us to fuck off and not have someone else to help.
You could also ask if she has any experience in the Underdark.
That might be good to know, because we may need an extra hand down in the Underdark, because Lash is fucking going to take care of that tunnel. Does she know anything about the Underdark?
She has certainly gone into the Underdark before. Upper Hulks don't come to the surface.
Fair.
If she is particularly knowledgeable, your information does not know.
Got it. So sounds like a reasonably well enough ally. So I think Lash, like, here's the name. I've heard that name before.
Acquaintance, or?
Only heard of her from other tribes. They said they've seen as far south as Star Metal.
Far East.
Far East, I mean.
So you guys make your way through the market in a direction that you guys haven't gone previously. And you see, yeah, like the market wraps around this big quarry with a switchback path leading down into it. You can see it's like still active. There's like a tunnel at the bottom middle. There's piles of rocks all around. And right at the mouth of the quarry, not like blocking the ramp, you don't have to go through the building to get to the ramp, but like across the street from it, there's a big like working class tavern and inn. It's got like 4 stories, and the sign is a big quartz crystal being hit with a pickaxe, and there's like purple wine coming out of it and falling into a tankard.
Nice.
What's our person's name again?
Lynn Trollbane.
Lynn. Got it.
Still not as extra as the Thundering Lizard.
No, it's really not.
Can anything actually be as extra as the Thundering Lizard?
Yes, it's called the Good Night's Rest.
Hey.
Yeah.
The only reason
Wait, what's
that's
the
so
fucking
extra
song of
is
that one? I
because
don't
it's
remember.
in goddamn Waterdeep.
Well, yes, but it's still that
It
extra.
has
What?
And
to
also
be
because we run the thing.
It has to be extra because we have to compete with the yawning portal.
Valid. So,
Can we ever really compete with the Yawning Portal?
who goes in water from the stone?
I do.
Make an acrobatic check.
This is one scenario where he doesn't care.
Going into?
Yeah.
It must suck to not have things made for you.
Cool. So, Don, you push open the door, you get your head down, you hear a clunk as your horn gets caught, you kind of pull your head down and adjust your shoulders, push your weight in, and you realize the floor is waxed.
Oh no.
Oh,
Here.
Make a
wait,
dexterity saving throw
better.
with disadvantage.
would the banner help him here?
Yes.
Right next to him. Damn it.
Cool. So when you make your dexterity save with disadvantage roll, you get a +1 on it. So
I meant would it help him with the fucking acrobatics thing, but okay.
cool. Fuck yeah. So you push your way in, Dawn, and you get a good look around as your feet slide out from under you and your hooves go all the way up. You hear them clack off your horns, and then you smack on your back on the ground.
Shaking the fucking in.
And there's immediately a "Way!" from everyone in the bar.
Worm!
Sound of palm to head.
Fucking like growling as he's getting to his feet.
Mhm.
Could Renyak and I get in?
Yeah, totally.
Lash looks to the other two, gives up, thumbs down motion, like, am I good to give the message?
Humans.
Like if we're looking for Lynn Trollbane.
So immediately the door's in a corner of the building. It's in the like lower right corner of the building. Along the right hand wall there's windows at about human chest height, and below that is just shelving units. The common like tap room is huge. Like it's bigger than the general store that Dawn was in earlier. There's probably 15-25 tables in here. if you go straight from the door, you'll hit the stairs that go up to the upper floors of the inn, and the bar runs the entire rest of the length of the room, except for a small stage on the far left part of the room. Everyone is looking at Dawn. There's probably 30 people in here currently.
Lash just sighs again. We're looking for Lynn Trollbane.
Say, don't bother calling it out, but...
Why not bother? We're in a rush here. But no, if you have a genuine reason, I'll shut up.
Don't start to...
No,
Never-
like, I'm genuinely asking.
No, it's cool.
So, looking for Lynn Trollbane. Bunch of people, immediately, look in their drinks, I'm not involved in that. A couple people, step aside. And yeah, you guys see this, silver-haired dwarf sitting at the bar. They've got, a little pyramid of empty pints, and they're sipping from another one. There's a huge great axe leaned up against the stool that they're on. And without turning her head to look at you, you hear a female voice say, "And why are you doing a thing like that?"
We need your help.
Turns her head. She's got a beard like Driga does. It's braided and knotted. She's wearing leather armor-ish. Or padded clothes. It's hard to tell precisely what. It's thick clothes, regardless. She's got an eye patch over her left eye, and her right eye is scarred up, and you can see that it's starting to get cloudy. And she turns and she looks at the three of you, and she says, "I'm out of the game these days. Have a seat. Let's talk."
As Dawn's starts moving over in a crouch, humans and their stupid tiny.
Actually, the
fucking
ceiling in here is quite tall. It was just the door that was the issue.
Oh, okay. So humans and their tiny doors.
There you go.
Humans and their tiny doors.
We don't really have time to sit down and talk.
There is always time for a drink. You get the impression that it's not a request.
I'm gonna start walking over.
Yep.
Lash will as well, albeit a little more begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Brunyak will trundle in.
Okay. Who sits down with Lynn?
Well, I would, but
Yeah, I don't think you physically can.
Lash will just plop herself into a seat, arms slung over the back of the chair.
Okay.
Brunyak will sit as well.
She takes a mug from in front of her, slides it over in front of Lash.
She'll accept it.
Now, what do you need from a retired bounty hunter, precisely?
There's a situation brewing. It's not exactly something we'd like to talk about in a crowded bar.
Takes a pull from her own mug. Anything to do with the Frost Maiden, War Chief?
She was probably about to go drink from it, and then she stops. I wondered about that. It's
I've
not
been
about
watching you lot since you came in.
not to.
Not about the Frost Maiden. It's about something else.
It is much more pertinent to this town in particular.
Nods.
You were an adventurer, were you not?
I was.
Did you
Emphasis
pick
on
up
was.
Did you pick up any other languages in your time?
Depends on what you need.
It said you managed to fight an Umber Hulk.
That was a long time ago. Before you were born.
You've been to the Underdark, though.
Aye.
Actually, I don't think she says Underdark in this bar. I think she says, you've been down below. And she, like, thunks her boot on the ground.
So, in that case, she chuckles and she says, Lass, I'm one of Moradin's children. I live down below.
I mean, further down and a little more.
Dark?
Nods.
I doubt I know your tongue, chieftain.
Do you know the tongue of looks around the room, the long gone.
Mostly humans in here.
It's like, do you know the tongue of the long gone giants? Saying long gone as a
Yeah. Never picked that one up, unfortunately.
dragons?
I'll probably mispronounce a few things. What are you so afraid of?
Again.
Panic.
Nods.
Slides into Draconic. There's a raid of Underdark orcs coming.
In common, she says, You specify Underdark orcs. You think these people care about the difference?
Lash, like, still sipping from the thing, tightens grip.
She does make a point.
Don't. Not yet.
Nods.
They've been at war with the Deep Shade for centuries.
Painfully aware of that. Fucking Deep Shade.
There's bloody hands on both sides, War Chief.
I'm aware.
My understanding, Deep Shade is not a particularly appreciated group overall.
Eh, they should meet my ex-husband's mother.
Oh, good.
They'll get along swimmingly. Takes a pull from her pint.
Lash is... Sorry.
What's any of this got to do with me?
We need all the hands we can get.
She, like, pauses for a moment, sets her pint down. What do you see when you look at me, War Chief?
An adventurer.
She
A
chuckles.
dwarf.
What about this? And she, like, rests her finger on the outside of her eye, and you can see she's got, like, wrinkles around her eyes. Do you see these?
Nods.
You probably can't see the crick in my back. Or the fact that I can't tell precisely what tribe you're from. Gestures at her uncovered eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old. Not near as quick as I was. It's certain I can defend myself from bandits and cut purses, but my days of dragon hunting are over.
Apologies. The elder of this town sent us to you, saying you were the only other adventurer he knew of.
And he's right about that. Especially these days. Huntlestone is a workers' town, and currently full of refugees. There's a reason I'm not patrolling the walls, though. I deal in information anymore.
Information, you
Have some that might interest you.
And what would that be? Takes
When you-
another pull.
When you're ready to leave, Huntlestone, I mean, come find me. We'll talk.
Nods. Slowly.
I'm particularly interested in, Gontlegrim's champion, Dwemerwold.
Hmm. We will bring Firgo around when we are ready to leave.
Nods.
In the meantime, I can vouch for you with the mayor, keep the guards off your back, direct you to wherever you want to go, But I'm not going to do much use when the tide comes in, if you follow me.
We're going to need everything we can get.
And before you ask, no, you're not going to find any fire sand around here.
I figured as much.
We don't need a fire stand to rip rock apart. The mother will support me.
I believe that.
Kind of. Was Lash disarmed of her items when she tried to enter town, or no?
Nope.
Lash kind of like jostles the war pick on her belt. I've run down tunnels with less.
If you want to go, you best get moving. And don't die in those tunnels, none of you.
Nods.
Don't worry, it takes a lot to bring us down.
Good. Like, reaches into her, into like her robes. She pulls out a scroll with 2 wooden dowels on it, holds it out towards Runyak. She says, "Give this to the High Diviner. He'll know what to do with it."
You seem to know a lot about us.
I've been
Hi,
watching
ma'am.
you since you came in, I told you.
Yeah, Runyak will take that scroll.
Okay.
I find it very interesting that she's half blind and yet still able to watch our moves.
She says she deals in information these days.
Yep.
Yeah.
When a broker goes blind, they only gain more eyes.
I learned that line from Mass Effect.
It's a good line. Now,
See, now I kind of wish I realized Trollbane was a dwarf name.
you lot have a raid to prepare for, and I have another pint. So if you'll excuse me.
Is there like any signs that say how much the drinks are?
Yeah, there's like a menu at the back of the bar.
How much is it for the pint that she was slid?
You can assume she's drinking brandy, because that's what she passed you,
Yeah.
which is 2 gold a pint. Which is expensive.
Yeah. But Lash will toss her 4 gold and just start leaving.
Obliged.
Before we go, I have a question.
Only one? I'm surprised.
I have many, but I only have time for one.
Go on.
Have you ever been to the Sulphur Crag, the home of the Gallic?
She smiles, takes a slow drink from her pint. Don't you have an army to cut off?
Just a quick deep breath and starts huddling off.
She glances over at Runyak.
Oh, right. You caught me in a pickle. Yeah, he'll get up and leave.
Okay. So, in the meantime, Firga and Irithyr and Kelio, where are you guys headed?
Wow.
Probably asking around until we get a whiff of where. Did you say his name was Thwip?
Iron Bottom
The
or
Whip.
something like that.
Like Spider-Man's
Whip?
web shooters, the whip.
With Iron Bottom.
I actually got a
Also,
question
also, chat just said Lynn Trollbane's tagline: "I drink and I know things." Yes, that's good. That's a Game
You
of Thrones
too.
quote. If anybody doesn't know.
Yes. If you two wouldn't have met anybody else while you were here, that mayor didn't seem.
So, for the record, if you're looking for the Whip Iron Bottom's place, it's not hard to find because it's the only building belching black smoke.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an artificer's workshop.
No.
It's like a mostly metal building that's like a patchwork of holes that have been covered with sheet metal. Not a lot of windows, a lot of reinforcements. The door is like got metal inlay in it, and you knock on the door and like there's no sound. Like you hit the door and nothing happens. You have to like reach for this big door knocker, and you grab like one of you grabs the door knocker and smacks into the door, and the whole building like vibrates, and there's this like gong noise. What do you do?
He likes to make a show of things.
Well, that's one way to make a doorbell. Turn the door into an actual bell.
One of those like viewer slides opens at Kelio's height, and a pair of like goggles eyes peeks out and sees Kelio, and then it sees like the waist of like Firga and Irithyr. It closes the thing again. You hear something grind into place, and then another viewer at like human head height opens, and the goggles peek out again. Can I help you?
Hey, we're looking for a Thwip Ironbottom.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you? You're here to make a commission?
I can't remember exactly what we came here for.
Fire sand.
Basically, just trying to.
And apparently his cellar connects to the quarry.
Right.
Hey, we were
Back to the quarry, yes.
Who told you that? What?
She said the alder.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Have you been deputized by the Watch?
Those louts? Nah.
What?
Those guys? Nah.
we were deputized by the Alder himself. There's mischief afoot. And we were hoping you had some insights into what's going on.
I certainly don't know anything about
by the
any tunnels
north.
connecting to the quarry, nor do I know anything about a hellhound breeding program. Good day! Slams the visor closed.
We should
We
buy a
are-
hellhound.
We aren't affiliated with them.
Nor are you in trouble. We actually need your help.
Slides open slightly so you see one goggle eyepiece peek out. I'm sorry. Was that the substance in my ears? Or did you say you require my assistance?
Hey?
Aye, we do.
Visor slams closed again. You hear a clatter. If any of you speak Gnomish, you hear a swear word. Another clatter. And then
That's one language I don't think I have.
and then the sound of about 17 locks, like, unlatching. And then the door flies
Can I-
open, and there's this...
Can I use my language token here?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the door
What do you-
flies
what do you-
open, and there's a gnome in mad scientist gear. He's wearing like a doctor's cap, goggles, a mask that you can see a bright green mustache coming out from either side of, like a veterinarian's elbow length gloves, a big brown leather apron, and a lab coat under that. And he just
Why do gnomes get all the cool colors?
and he goes, "Why didn't you say so? Come in, come in."
And we'll try to roll
Okay,
on
yeah.
in.
Okay,
just
cool.
step
Can all
forward.
of you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh boy. Is it poison? I have advantage if it is.
Yes.
Please come in. I definitely won't try to kill you.
Here you go.
Little did they know saying I need your assistance is some weird, creepy passcode.
So all three of you like managed to not get poisoned, but the air in here is like thick. You have a little bit of difficulty breathing, and everything has this like green patina on it. And he closes the door and like starts locking the latches again, and he stops after about the fifth one, and he turns around.
So, you require my genius. What precisely can I assist you with?
Oh, we have a bit of a long story. So if you have time.
And then you hear from elsewhere in the building.
Find a seat somewhere, preferably not covered in papers, and I will be...
Purple smoke starts to come out of an adjacent room. Right back! And he scuttles off.
Dear Lord.
What the fuck was that? Is there any kind of check I could make? That sounded like bullshit.
For what? What are you trying to do?
I want to figure out what the fuck is going on over there.
Are you proficient in chemistry?
No.
Okay, make a nature check with disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, cooking is chemistry, just better.
That was bullshit, is what you heard.
Okay.
I've got Tinker's proficiency, if that would help at all.
Yeah, sure. Make a Tinker proficiency check with your wisdom.
I also have Tinker's tools, but I didn't say it, so heck.
Bullshit, Virga.
Fair enough.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
So yeah, so
herbalism.
The gnome is out of the room. You're in this dimly lit, like, central, like, room. There's two tables butted up in the corners full of various bubbling things. There's bookshelves that don't seem to be used for their intended purpose everywhere. There's papers everywhere. And then
some of the papers have on them
math.
Yeah, I was about to say, without like disturbing any of them, Fier's just like glancing over the papers, like,
math
what are these?
is the answer.
Virga.
As close to the door as possible, like a makeshift counter has been set up with stuff that like Thwip wants to sell or at some point sell. You see like a single unpaired gauntlet, a pair of goggles, a pistol, a couple other things.
a gun.
Okay.
Virga.
Alright. Oh.
Yeah.
Just have Scout scan all the papers.
Why is it that
You know what? That's the point.
is organized?
Just, don't let him see it, because he will try to dissect it, probably.
This uses... Doesn't this thing use fire sand? There's no way he has fire sand.
So you hear like an egg timer ding, and then a minute later, he's wearing a floral apron over the leather apron, but Thwip comes back in carrying a tray of like jelly tarts.
I've managed to save them. You really shouldn't distract me like that. Could I interest any of you in a tart?
I'll
Here's
pass.
the chart. What's in them?
I said I'll pass.
Okay, well, what did yeah, because you said what's in them. He goes in that same like what are you a cop tone. He goes, fruit.
What kind?
I'm excited to make a deal with this man later.
Right?
You think I'm joking?
It's like, what kind of fruit? And he goes,
I'll just put these back in the kitchen.
and sweeps out of the room again.
We do not have time to get high right now, sir.
I'm for pot brownies, sir.
Would you like a fruit tart?
What kind of fruit is in them?
What are you, a cop?
Oh, I'm a dwarf.
So there's another
I love
clatter, and the sound of like a vessel being filled with water, that poured full of water sound, and then he comes back in, no longer wearing the floral apron, and he says,
So, have you decided on your purchases?
We were hoping to discuss the recent developments with you that we have come to you for.
Recent I don't know anything about a hellhound breeding program. I already told you
We
this.
don't care. We don't care about the Hellhound breeding program. You can do what the fuck you want with that.
The hellhound breeding program that totally does not exist.
Hold on. I'm like the moment he mentions that again, I'm casting detect thoughts.
okay, cool. Does he get a save?
I believe so. Wait, no. It's not.
I think surface thoughts are free.
The initial surface thoughts are free, but I can use an action to probe deeper, and they get a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So his surface thoughts are,
I swear, if Lord Mert sent more spies after me...
Oh boy.
Of course he's in shit. He's in
don't
shit with Mert.
care about that.
Move Lord Mert.
full body recoil, like he drops to the ground and like arches his back like a cat, and then jumps backwards when you say that.
No one? Who? I've never heard that name before in my life.
The fuck?
Very
What the fuck are you
confused.
talking about, Irithyr?
The spell's still active. It lasts for a minute.
Yeah, okay, cool. So when he jumps back, you just hear,
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Where's that blunderbuss?
Now, do you really think I'd be asking if I knew if I were working for him?
So you admit you know him? I mean, the person that I've never heard of before in my life.
Okay, you're shit at lying, first of all. Second of all, who?
Third of all, we're getting off track. There's other things to be worried about right now.
Yes, one of which is definitely not hellhounds.
We don't care. There's
Right, fine.
orcs supposedly coming from the Underdark,
We need to know
which
what
your
Right.
tunnel is connected to.
we need to know
What tunnel?
you know.
I don't know anything about a tunnel. What's a tunnel?
We're not cops, God fucking damn it.
Last but absolutely have throttled this man by now, so 100% it is great you guys did not let her come in.
Liz,
if
we
you're
will
gonna
leave.
give me a Gygaxian-ass character like this, I'm gonna run it into the ground, I'm sorry. Like,
Great, I love it, but also fuck you. Okay.
so,
From the-
Irithyr, his surface thought is,
As long as they don't ask about the third book on the left, everything's fine. Everything's fine, Thwip. Everything's fine. They don't know about the mermaid.
Please don't ask about the third.
it just like twitches.
I'm sorry? What's a book?
No, Irithyr doesn't even say anything. He just goes to grab the third book on the left.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You go over to the bookshelf, and he goes, wait, don't touch it. And you pull the book, and the bookshelf just slides to the side.
I knew I should have an emergency catch on. I mean, who put that there? Clearly someone broke into my workshop.
Her name, right?
This motherfucking gnome.
Kit, you're
Look.
having way too much fun with this.
A little bit.
Thwip's your name, right?
No? Who's Thwip?
We're just trying to save the city. And all of the people in it.
No.
Including your stupid ass.
Including you.
Hey, either you can keep squabbling about gestures vaguely around the room, or you can help us prevent a horde of orcs from burning the entire town to the ground.
I can honestly say I don't know anything about a horde of orcs coming to burn the town down.
Good, because we just learned about it. You could help us stop it, though.
By telling us.
I think you have me
can.
mistaken
About-
for Lynn Trollbane.
by telling us as much as you can about the tunnels that definitely do not exist.
Certainly, I
Or-
don't have any idea what you're talking about, but if I did, I would assure you that the tunnels are well maintained and definitely not used to breed hellhounds, and if they were, those hellhounds would be fantastic guards from anything that would come out of the quarry.
You are exasperating.
No, I'm Flip. I mean, no, I'm not.
Son of a bitch.
You have a purchase in mind I could make.
Maybe
that speaks your language.
Yeah, at the promise of gold, he, like, looks over. How can I be of assistance? I do take commission if I don't have it readily available.
How much fire sand do you have?
Certainly the legal amount.
More than a legal amount? I'll pay. She, like, holds up a platinum coin.
Paul, like, he's wearing like a surgeon's mask, and you still see his jaw drop. He says, "I may have slightly more than the Alder's recommended amount set aside for how much exactly do you need?"
Comes to it.
What?
Trying to think. Enough? How much you got?
That much, certainly.
How much is enough going to cost?
You need this to close up the quarry tunnels, I assume.
Aye.
Like, walks over to the counter,
Be right back.
reaches under it, hits a button. Low bridge! Irithyr, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Cool. So Irithyr, you duck out of the way as this, like, metal track descends from the ceiling and starts spiraling down into, like, basically, you know those pneumatic tube systems that old office buildings used to have? The metal track descends into one of those, and casks start rolling down and, like, filling up the track. And you
Dear
realize, oh fuck, he had multiple casks of fire sand right above my head.
That's quite a few casks of perfectly mundane sand.
So, how much do you require?
Well,
Dear Lord, if this
we have an
wasn't
expert on... Huh?
I was saying,
What do you-
dear Lord, if this wasn't an emergency, I swear.
But it is an emergency.
Well, for right now, we have an expert who knows exactly how much we'll need. I would like to buy a couple vials for myself, however. How much would...
Vials? Vials? Thwip Ironbottom doesn't deal in vials.
Raises a brow.
What does Thwip Iron Bottom deal in?
Certainly not fire sand, but if I did, I would sell it by the cask.
Obligatory joke about a hogshead here.
Yeah, right.
Well...
Back.
Going to get interesting.
For your shiny silver coin there, I could part with a
Wait.
flask.
Wait. This isn't silver.
Oh, in that case,
Hey.
would you like 10?
I like having plat for once.
It's like, starts pulling the casks off. Each one is as big as he is, and just, like, sets it on the ground. And every single time it looks like he's about to drop it when he goes to set it on the ground, which would be very bad. Probably,
Yeah.
like, how many casts does he get through before you stop him?
Probably the
Alright,
second
good
one.
question. Before we tell you how many casks we need, how many tunnels are there that totally don't exist?
From here or in the quarry itself?
In the quarry would be more apt.
The
And
quarry
not
is the
one-
main priority, but if you don't deal with the tunnels that totally don't exist here, you might get some orcs in your
Of
workshop.
the tunnels that totally don't exist here, there are only 2, because I'm not going to get caught in one that doesn't exist. As far as in the quarry itself, let's just say that I don't have enough sand.
Alright.
Are you familiar with the routes in the tunnels yourself?
That definitely do not exist.
What do I
That
look like, a
definitely-
forest elf? Of course I know the tunnels!
Sounds like
Do
we
you know
should
the
just-
ones that are purely dead ends from the ones that go deeper down?
So funny thing about the Underdark, it's not always
Alright.
there.
It's
I'm trying
almost
to
like
figure
you
out
should
how
have-
Firgo would answer that.
Oh,
it's almost like you
We-
should have our expert to consult on this.
so we clear the tunnels and we set tripwires and defend the other parts.
Makes sense.
Wait, am I being conscripted? Because that's going to cost you.
I have the money for it.
Dawn has it.
This
Would
is
you
Firgo.
accept my shield guardian in my stead?
You have a bloody shield garden.
No?
And in case it didn't come through in audio, her face was more impressed than what the fuck were you thinking?
What's a shield guardian?
Nothing? It's certainly not a mechanical guardian.
And it certainly wouldn't be a huge help.
And the one that I have is certainly not able to be piloted by one so dashing as myself. Or, Miss Hunter there.
I believe it would be totally more apt for you to pilot it, totally not pilot it yourself and let me be on the ground.
Get in the fucking robot, Kelio.
You cannot pay me. You cannot pay me to believe that Fox didn't rig that joke.
Of course I rigged that joke. What are you talking about?
Listen, if Civ didn't jump on it, I was gonna.
I'm the Evangelion nerd. I was going to make that joke eventually in this.
There were 3 of us
Could
getting
use
ready to
it,
jump on that joke.
However, I'm not proficient in shield guardians that don't exist.
But you are proficient in getting yourself out of deadly situations. I assume.
Yes, and hence why I'm putting you in it. She holds up 10 plat.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ, Kelio.
Elio, I thought you gave me your money.
I gave you my gold. And 10 plat.
And 10 plat, okay.
What's this about shield guardians? I had to get up.
Apparently, Thwip does not have a shield guardian.
There may or may not be shield
And
guardians.
it totally
except
cannot be
opponents.
piloted by him or Kelio or someone else sufficiently small.
And Kelio will not get in the fucking robot.
You doesn't want to.
So, the fire sand, could I interest you in, anything else today? Perhaps
Real quick asinine question, and it's completely derailing, but I gotta ask.
Uh-huh.
If Kelio gets in the mech, picks up the dagger with the mech, and then uses the mech to throw the dagger, does the whole mech go with it?
The mech is not attuned to the dagger.
Darn.
Can we attune a shield guardian to the owl's pinion?
So, no. So, can I interest, any of you in a... Oh my goodness, what is that on your gauntlet?
And he, like, runs over to Firga.
Oh no.
Oh no, here comes the dissection.
Oh my god.
The genre savvy in me is telling me to hide this little friend.
You could lift it above his head.
What gauntlet? She like puts her hand like behind her head like casually, like nothing to see there.
And he runs up to you. I rubs his goggles. I accuse you of shoplifting. Show me your hands.
Shows him her hands, like palm out, so he can't see the back of it.
You should be the one accusing anybody of anything here.
I see your point. However,
looks back at Firga.
how did you make that device?
Well,
one moment.
Oh wait, I got this.
Go ahead, Vader.
Is his back turned? Like,
Yes,
okay,
because Firga was the last one inside, so Firga's still by the door. She hasn't moved. She hasn't said anything. So
perfect. No verbal components on this. I'm gonna cast minor illusion to try and hide the thing.
fucking A. All right.
nice.
Cool. So you just want to make Scout disappear?
Yeah.
So like,
Just flush with the gauntlet.
yeah, it's like, I like rubs the goggles again.
Nothing in my hands.
I could have sworn
I should probably. And he goes over to like some device where he pulls out a piece of paper and he licks it, and it immediately turns black. And he goes,
Oh dear. Apparently, the air quality in this area is beginning to affect my. Should we continue this discussion outside?
Oh my goodness, I thought you'd never ask.
Ushers him outside.
Wait! The
building materials are still on display. He like jumps back inside and like hits a button, and the slide retracts, and then he comes out.
Phew! About those commissions.
Yes, if you'll help us, I will pay you for it.
I have no interest of putting myself into harm's way from tunnels or guardians that may or may not exist for dangers that probably, most likely, no.
How about helping us set up some defensive measures beforehand?
Manual labor?
Not manual labor, expertise.
I'm sorry, how the fuck do you have a job like this without considering it manual labor? That sounds like hypocrisy.
He's an inventor.
I mean, I'm sure you
But
can
he
have your
makes
shield
his own
guardian do
shit.
the manual part.
Yeah, he makes his own shit. He doesn't set it up.
You could have your shield guardian do the manual
Yeah,
part
you're
that totally
right.
doesn't exist.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, strange outlander.
You could have your big strapping friend do the hard part.
I have friends? Oh.
I'm not certain that Master Kretov would consider us to be Oh.
Damn it.
I could, but my associate doesn't speak common, so I'll have to do the negotiating on his behalf. Say,
Hey, that's why we're asking you along.
Like, looks you up and down.
100 platinum?
I think I
No. What?
I'm sorry, I do not have that.
That's
I
the
think
point.
I could swing it.
You say I think I can swing it, and he like blanches and he goes, I meant 500.
No. I heard your first term. You wouldn't want to go back on your word now, would you?
I
Otherwise, I would judge the quality of your products.
You wouldn't dare.
He goes, like, looks you up and down, Kid Leo. He goes, do you still have detect thoughts on Irithir?
It only lasts a minute.
Do you still have detect thoughts on Irithir?
Yeah, sure, I'll cast it again.
No. You don't have. I'm asking you. Do you want it to still be up?
I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
His surface thoughts are, all right, which court are you from?
Which court?
He like blanches. I didn't say that. You didn't hear that. How did you hear that?
This
Court
is how
Jirga repeats, confused at Urathir's comment.
I'm sorry. This is detects thoughts really can be used for some weird ass like gaslighting level stuff.
Yes, it can. And then you remember Vincent Trench has it at will.
I'm just saying that the building materials you showed us could be faulty. We don't know if we want to spend our money on it.
Faulty? I'll have you know that those building materials came direct from the finest masons in the 10 towns. Yes, and I definitely didn't get them from the orcs, no.
This motherfucker knows what's up.
I'm sorry, which orcs did you definitely not get them from?
I definitely didn't get them from the Deep Shade.
Blink, blink.
Motherfucker knows slightly less what's up.
Other fucking Deep Shade.
They're
Yeah, I
the
think-
This is the Deep Shade's territory. What do you want from me?
Yeah, Jirga just says Deep Shade in her best Lash impression.
I'm
I could
sorry.
handle the price of your services, but in order to buy the rest of the building materials, I don't think I could.
Well, I'd be happy to sell you the
Trust
building
their
materials
quality.
and not. Their quality is not in question.
I'm
How do I know
sorry.
if I can trust your services if you're going to change your prices? So, such on a whim.
Then I recommend that you take the building materials and not worry about the services.
Here,
But you already offered them for 100 plat.
Birchmila,
Yes.
I know you said like in the best Lash impression, but that came out like a Drake and Josh Megan. Now I can't get that out of my head. That is how we all
Shade.
make that face that he makes in that episode.
Yes.
Megan.
Someone remind me to make that meme after the show.
You can.
Please.
We can haggle the difference in service, but do not question the quality of my building materials.
Do not question the quality of my nukes, bitch.
Your
not
price did
question-
explode. That's why we're confused.
Do not question the quality of my expertly created building materials.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I love this man.
let's stay with the original price. And I won't tell any of your competitors.
Compet.
Wink.
Okay. Cool.
Oh dear.
I'm so done. I'm so dead.
Cool. So, Irathir and Firga, you watch as this gnome grabs his goggles, pushes them up on his forehead. The skin around his eyes is about 4 shades lighter than the rest of his skin that you can see. And he walks up to Keelio with his chest puffed out, pokes her in the chest, and goes, "Now see here! You will not find better materials anywhere in this town, anywhere in the 10 towns, and if I so much as believe that you went to Glomgold Enterprises..."
Have a deal then.
I'm sorry. You
Where is that specifically?
where is that so we can avoid it
Yeah,
better?
exactly. Just like, you see
Hey,
him...
if it's as terrible as you make it sound, we want to avoid it at all
You
costs.
see him, like, freeze mid-chest jab with Keelio, and he does that thing where the upper half of his face disappears and is replaced with blue lines. And he goes...
I didn't say that.
"Let me get those contracts." Like, ducks back
I-
inside.
I cannot wait to come back and get more use of this man's services.
While he's getting the contract,
Maybe?
could I duck back inside real quick and check out those goggles he had on display?
No, you cannot because he locked the door.
Darn.
When if he comes back out, I now read Nova should have 2 more language tokens. So get fucked.
So after a minute, he like opens the viewer on the lower part of the door, and he says, "I have considered a discount for you." His surface thoughts goes, "This'll get them off my back," and he goes, "I will forego the service charge for a Minotaur's horn."
Oh, it's a good thing we have one of those.
Hey, it's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, Runyak has one of those.
I do, in fact, still have one of those.
God, I love this.
Irithyr, you just hear his surface thought. He's just screaming.
I love this so much.
It's like, oh my god. Oh my god, just like getting the contract together. This'll get them. They'll definitely want to leave after this. Oh, we have one of those. No, come on. I just want one win today.
No, he's having a shit day.
you hear the visor close. Irithyr, you still hear screaming. He hasn't walked away yet.
Gnome in the no good, very bad.
Can we hear the gong of the entire building as he hits his head on the door several times?
Hits his head. Hits his head on the door hard enough to make the clacker come up. Clacker shakes the building. Hits his head on the door. Clacker shakes the building.
Finally, the screaming fades as he walks away.
I fucking love this gnome. I hate him, but I love him so much.
We love bullying this gnome. This gnome himself. We love bullying him.
Wait, shit, I forgot to ask him.
I think I did good doing Goliath there.
Oh.
I forgot to ask him which tunnels specifically definitely did not have the hellhounds in them.
I mean, he will also definitely be back at some point.
Hopefully.
And now we wait.
Yeah. So how long do you wait?
As long as it takes for him to come back out.
Cool. Okay. So about 10 minutes later, he opens the door. And kind of like he's hiding behind the open door for a second. He like peeks his head around. He goes, "I'm aware that I said a Minotaur's horn, but I do believe that I misspoke. What I meant was one of the war horns used by the rescuers. Yeah."
You mean the Toyota rescuers that we came into town with?
You did what?
Ah, you didn't hear about the giant Tor walking around.
So why don't we come in and finalize this contract?
I thought you'd never ask. Allow me to just get the door for you. And he closes it. Oh, it seems that it accidentally. You hear him closing the locks.
God damn it.
I so wish.
Is
me
there a
and
window
Runyak and
anywhere?
Latch could arrive.
Is
Wait,
there a
don't you
win-
want to sell us our casks of brandy?
Like, but the locking mechanism pause. I do want to do that, don't I? Doors on, like, the lock's unlocked, the door slides open. Let's get you those contracts. My Butterfingers accidentally closed the door. Yeah, why don't you come back inside? The air quality has been improved by at least 3%.
See, I licked the paper, and now it's gray. It is
Julia's gonna
mildly
cover
less
her mouth
toxic.
with her claw and step inside.
Yup. So you guys step back in, he closes the door.
More con saves?
No, you're good for the day.
Okay.
And he says, right,
love
so do you want all of this ballast?
Honestly, probably a good idea to take all of it.
Do you have a means of
Probably.
transportation?
How many are there specifically?
He's got like a dozen pony kegs worth.
Okay.
Okay.
Not at the moment, but we may soon.
Hey, we could go get Dawn.
Go get.
Or Dawn can come to us.
You're going to bring the sun?
No, we're
Why
going
didn't
to
you
bring
do
the
that
Tor.
sooner? It's been night for at least 6 months.
No, our friend called Dawn.
He's the Minotaur.
Of course he is.
Breaking Dawn, Chief of Hallowstone. You know, a minotaur with a broken horn, who also has rescuer horns. Aren't you just so happy we brought the chief?
I'm surprised you didn't ask.
We just nailed we nailed every single one of his snipe hunts.
Fucking hell!
I'm surprised you didn't ask me to go find some random reagent in the snow. But now, since you've written out those contracts, it's a bit late to change it now.
Oh, hey, if there was something rare and specific you needed from the snow, surely we would never have been able to find that.
No, especially not an expert tracker like myself.
Alright, if you're so good, then how about some rope made of frostbiter thread?
Pulls it out of her bag.
Like, he is the embodiment right now of the point up finger droop gif.
This is great. I love this. She pulls out a second coil.
This is the gnome right now.
She pulls out a second coil before putting it back in her bag.
Why do you... I don't suppose you'd be interested in selling that.
It's rather useful. Maybe a trade? You have anything in mind?
Maybe for some
Could I
manual
interest you in
labor?
a purebred hellhound puppy?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Wait, I thought you said the hellhounds don't exist?
More dogs.
I have a problem with animals.
I currently, well, you see, I currently have the companionship of 3 dire wolves already. You see,
Dire wolves or... Nope, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. There's no way you have Clan Roche dire wolves. I'm not going to say it. No.
she pulls up her sleeve and has the Clan Roche markings.
This gnome is going to have a heart attack.
Good, fucking suffer.
Just wait until the chief of Hallowstone arrives with a stone in his chest.
Next, you're going to tell me you're traveling with a full-blooded orc.
Do we say anything now?
I think Hilly coughs.
Like looks at Irithyr.
And what are you, the High Diviner of Rinlos Ikatil?
Interesting you know that name.
No, I feel like Irithyr would say his full fucking title and say, "How dare you?"
Basically, yeah.
I, Irithyr yada yada.
I think Firga just turns to Irithyr and says, "Are we sure he doesn't have a touch of the sight himself?"
I don't have a crystal ball. Who told you that?
Oh, I love this man. I love it.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, the
Ogre's
thing isn't
great.
working
I love
properly
them.
because it didn't tell me about all of you. I mean, I don't have anything.
We
So
tend to
about
buy
that
shit
note-
like that.
I unfortunately.
I mean, I wouldn't
have-
call any of the dire wolves puppies at this point.
And
No, they're fully grown.
That would be nice.
I can't part with that. It's how I keep track of my competition. I mean, I don't have any divining tools.
It's how I
Tools
steal,
plural.
it's how I steal trade secrets. I mean, conduct completely legal business practices.
No, not plural, not singular, not... Who did you say sent you?
The Alder.
Before that.
Fate.
The North.
Drugs. I mean,
Sure don't
Yeah.
look.
Right, so, Fire's Hand. I've got these casks here, and I can make more.
alright. What's your price per cask? It was. Wait, it was 1 platinum per cask. No, it was 1 platinum per 10 cask as your original offer.
He nods.
Kilio nods. And we will have either the Minotaur horn or the Rescuer's horn As per the contract?
In lieu of the platinum, yes, that's fine.
May I read the contract?
There isn't actually any contract.
Well, how are we supposed to? Right? How are we supposed to sign the contract if there isn't a contract to sign?
I was trying to make you decide to leave. It's an ancient gnomish tradition to make certain that you're worthy of my supplies.
Definitely paying in platinum then.
10 casks should suffice, hopefully.
Very well. Like, hits a button under the counter and the slide falls down again.
Will there be anything else? I have a few devices ready for purchase, and I'd certainly take commission.
Firga
I'm
picks
so
up the
willing to-
goggles and like peers through them.
Cool. The room is about several shades brighter, Firga.
Huh.
But grayscale.
See, now these seem like they would be useful for anyone who can't see in the dark so much.
Or those who can't see in the light. It does both.
Ooh.
Super interesting.
Oh.
How curious.
They're my visual equalizers.
This man's playing both sides.
Interesting. No, I wonder.
How much for these?
For those specifically? The rope?
I was hoping to trade the rope for something else. I can pay for it in coin.
I could also pay for it in coins. Starts pulling out gold coins.
50 gold pieces?
Does 50 gold pieces seem reasonable for this? Or is he, like, jacking it up?
I mean, he's certainly
He's in-
jacking it up, but not as far as somebody in Gauntlgrim would.
You're getting a better price here than you would at home.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fair. Hey, I think I can do that.
And anything else?
Do you make special arrowheads by any chance?
I have the means.
It might be something to consider later if we're successful.
I have some, I have something you might be interested in.
And he, like, goes over and, like, moves some papers aside, and you see the like, same gold that you see on Forgotten Tech,
Mm-hmm.
and he hits a button on this, like, plinth-looking thing, and nothing happens. And he grumbles and he smacks it, and then, like, a hologram of, funnily enough, the facility that you were in comes up.
I believe there is a repository of weapons of war along the northern means. And I'd be willing to wager there'd be some arrows there as well. My sources tell me that there's a guardian near the river, however. I'd be willing to pay you
yeah.
to check it out.
I already spelled the magic of the
No,
guardian.
no, hold on. Ask him how much he's willing to pay before you tell him that we already looked.
Yeah, that's actually right. How much are you willing to pay for us to look?
To have a cursory look around, 100 gold pieces ahead. To bring back useful technology, the sky is the upper limit.
Hey, remember when I mentioned we should bring a dead shell?
Pauses. Hey, Firga.
Hey.
Think you have one of those arrowheads you can spare?
She gives a look to her like, are you sure?
Shrug. It's up to you.
Because out of character, you know he's gonna go on a field trip and try and raid as much as he can, right?
That's his problem.
That's fair.
Yeah,
This
but
man-
also something ancient civilization, something dwarvish history.
Listen. If this man gets dunked on after we leave, that is officially hashtag not our problem.
Now, I'm more concerned he's gonna show up and like wreck shop, she says after we went and wrecked shop.
Not the only firstborn facility either.
That's true.
The one
And
thing we
also,
don't
he
want-
doesn't have a number to get in.
That's also fair. Hey. So
the
yeah,
main-
I think what she says is no sign of this Volt or the Guardian, but I did find this around the area. Pulls out one of the arrowheads. Let me decide which one.
Okay.
It's going fantastically.
Let's see. There's this drill bolt, scatter bolt, sonar bolt, and tracking coral. Yeah, tracking bolt. We're trying to collapse a tunnel, so I'm gonna go with the drill corals.
Okay, so you pull out the drill coral, and he sees you in the back. He's like, "What is it that you're looking for?" And then his eyes turn into dollar signs, and that's the last shot of the episode.
Already 10 o'clock. Fuck. God, why can't we go longer?
That is not fair. I demand one use of Kitsune magic.
For what?
God, I wish we could go longer.
For what, Don?
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make the joke of fucking I demand Kitsune magic of 1 more hour.
Yeah, I cannot do that. I'm sorry.
We can't pull that one.
5 more minutes, Kitsune.
I tell you what though, Dawn will be interacting with this man.
Oh fuck.
We're
I
all gonna be
cannot
interacting with
wait.
I
him.
love this fucking thing. I love this fucking gnome. He's
I
so
hate him and I
great.
love him at the same time. Like,
I will have to physically restrain myself from buying one of those puppies.
Lash is going. It's a good thing Lash didn't come to this because Sims loves bullying this man. Lash would just punch him.
Poor fucking dog, Kit would kill me.
What?
Kit would. If I got a 4th fucking dog, Kit would kill me.
Yes, I would.
they react to a hellhound anyway.
They would not react well.
Hey Dawn, what do you have there?
A
A
smoothie.
smoothie.
I couldn't remember what he said. Oh, I'm such a failure. I spent 3 years watching that show and I forget one of the most iconic lines.
So,
It's great.
we're going to do some shout outs. Vader.
Vader's Discord crashed.
Heckin.
Vader is awesome people. You can find them at these places.
No, there are no these places because he doesn't have a thing as Birchmila.
Right. Fuck. Sorry.
Oh,
Well, there he is.
Vader, give
You
us a
can
shout out,
find-
please.
Greetings, everyone. I am the Journeyman Vader. I'm a moderator on Kit's Discord and Twitch, and a streamer on Twitch myself. You can find me over on Kit's Discord, on Twitch at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader, or on Twitter at VaderSidious.
Thank you, Vader. Gamzelis.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Guy Gamzelis, the hero bard, teller of tales that need be told, and there are a lot. If ever you need me, I am always in the Discord, in DMs, or on Twitter at the Homestar Come. Until next we meet, have a fantastic rest of your night.
Cookie.
hey, what up? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every other platform. I love a lot of things D&D and tabletop, and if you do too, my DMs are always open. Otherwise, you'll find me lurking in the stream or in the shrine.
And we'll see you for the August Odeon.
Yes, we will.
Hooray. Sibs, give us a shout out, please.
Hi, sorry about that. You caught me while I was dealing with some congestion. Hi, I am Sibs143, aka. Wait, fuck. Hi, I am Sibs143. I am a moderator. I'm a moderator for Kids Discord and Twitch, a stagehand and an artist. But to everyone else, I am a friend and the Technicolor Disaster. I'm also apparently not able to talk, and Lash took all my words tonight. But you can find me lurking in Discord, Twitch, or feel free to DM me if you need to talk more privately. But yeah.
Nightfire the Kitsune.
Hello, I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do admin stuff and things. And I played Gilios tonight. If you like what I did here, I also play Pierce on Sunday evenings. And I'm not looking forward to this, but dick so heckin'.
Howard!
What are you not looking forward to?
Just my own incompetence.
Halfling.
Hello, I'm Birchmila, aka Gracie. I do art and things, I play tabletops, I am a little addicted to Minecraft, by which I mean very addicted. If you like any of those things, give me a poke.
For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, which is 2 chances to get to given stream. I'll be back on Saturday with more Yakuza 4 in the afternoon, and we'll see where the evening takes us, though we do have a fireside chat coming up very soon. And I would love it if you would join us for that. However, on Sunday will be the next time we do something tabletop related on this channel, and we'll be back with Tales of the Nightlights, a D&D 5th edition series of short stories between 2 full-length campaigns. We've recently finished Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we're moving into Tyranny of Dragons after the fact. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we'd love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but as always, I need to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we take heed of the voices of the mountain with a new chapter. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.